By the way, God bless whoever edited this video. That was the perfect ending to it, I'll be honest with you.
Your content isn't even art, Jim. Your content isn't even artistic.
You were picking on a guy weaker than you, weren't you, Jim?
I might say it's because you're a loser who's playing to an audience of children.
I'd like to join your posse, boys, but first I'm going to sing a little song.
He's the very best. He's the roofiest, ruthless cowboy in the
Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck.
You have a bully cabal that you have created to attack me.
Outer heaven.
What else would you call it?
I'd call it the Sweet Squad. We spread hugs and love across the internet.
Bullshit. You know that's not true. You know what you do.
What about name the bully?
No.
Name the bully for a fake. Bully Hunter will help you.
You don't want to build a wall. Instead, you want to use a military approach and run sorties over drug cartels.
Sure, and work with Mexico to rebuild its country. Yeah, sure. If we're going to invest money into something, why not in making Mexico better so that a bunch of fucking people don't run away from that country into ours?
Okay. That's brilliant.
This is like the ultimate condescending argument from somebody that's never ever been in a shitty position in their entire life. Like, I can't even believe
you don't
that
know
somebody.
what the fuck you're talking
I don't. You can't. Either that or you lack zero empathy or have zero intelligence.
I'm not part of your lying, doxing, harassing teenage fan club. I'm someone doing something in real life.
And I have an army of mercenary children wreaking havoc on web forums from here to hell and back.
You understand I'm a person, don't you? Do you think white people act like this? White people are meant to be polite and respectful to one another, and you guys can't even act like white people. It's really, like, amazing to me.
Jim, it's people like you that need to get a bullet to the head. Because you're promoting hatred, bigotry.
Oh, is it bigotry against pedophiles? Pedophobia. It's pedophobia.
You're low rent, low IQ trash. I was 100% right to call you a religious bigot. It's what you and your fans are.
But as a white person who is male, you're never told that there's anything you can do. You have no idea what it's like to be told you're not supposed to do that. That's not the kind of job for you, because the sky is the fucking limit.
What I was saying was that there's this YouTuber that I admire very much, that I used to admire, but I realized that his game is to punch down. But he always mocks people who are weak, who are small. I can't stand the big guy who bullies me, or tries to bully me.
There is a toxicity that has developed among gamers.
Okay.
All right? It is actually, it feels somewhat fascist in the way it's working.
That's amazing.
Hello everyone. You know who this is. Yet you have absolutely no idea. Of course.
Wow. Somebody gonna be famous. Real famous.
I sit here writing to you now with my exceptionally long penis buried deeply and warmly into my vagina butt.
Isn't that neat?
Trolley Hunter 77 has joined the game.
Call 911. This place needs to be swatted. It's obnoxious.
You have a bully cabal
You don't find people being bullied into suicide on 4chan.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Okay, if he says any more bad words, I'm gonna hang up on him. He doesn't own Kiwi Farm, and he died less than me. A little kid named Moon owns Kiwi Farm.
How do they make this more and more epic every time? We'll defend ourselves.
I'm sorry, I'm a soy-filled bitch with like videos.
Aim. If we get Donald Trump just to tweet out, I mean, you know, just a tweet that mentions the hashtag Gamergate, it doesn't even necessarily matter how we use it. Man, the blue check marks are going to shit their fucking pants.
It's 2019. I can't believe anybody believes in a spinning fucking ball of water.
True. I bet you when Jim finds out, he's gonna just give me so much shit.
One never knows when the homosexual is about.
I've had over 1,000 rejections in real life, 2,000 rejections online, so that's 3,000 rejections total. I aim as low as possible. I aim for obese women, ideally ugly and obese. I would do anything just for a 300-pound ugly white girl.
I said it's not even hot outside. You are not allowed to bring her to the hospital. No, you get no permission to fucking do it.
You gotta be kidding. It's just like this declaration, right, of male dominance.
Put that in your pipe.
I definitely cheated on Super Mario with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Stop doing this stuff.
He's like the blue seductress who takes me out into the night and does wonderful things to me.
Enough! Stop!
How can a Yorkshire Terrier live in the wild? It's in plain sight, but you just don't see it. You know what I mean?
Well, good evening, my fellow Bobby boys. That's what I like to call us Bowblax fans, the Bobby boys. Or maybe Joshy Jihadis. I'm not sure. Chat? Which one should we be going with? Joshy Jihadi or the Bobby boys? Bobby boys has that nice alliteration, that autistic alliteration that I think he would appreciate. But Joshy Jihadis has a nice ring to it, too. And God knows, we're burning it down tonight. Oh, it's going to be a fun little stream. And enjoyable. I hope you have your plushie ready. I know those are a hot commodity, hard to get a hold of. Keemstar really has gotten pretty much every one that was available. Put him in his little gnome truck. Keemstar really has gotten pretty much every one that was available. Put him in his little gnome truck. Drove him down to the little gnome hole and hid him away. Charging $250 a piece. It's a collector's item. Joshy Jihadis or the Bobby boys? I'm going to let you dwell on that. Think about it a little bit. It's an important, decision to come to. We'll have a poll, maybe, later on, if you're still around after I talk about the things we're going to be talking about tonight. But nonetheless, I hope you have the plushie. Good emotional support, cut a hole in its ass, get a good thrusting going on with it. Now, I hear that Augie got his own special, extra special, Bobby Boy plushie. Not filled with cotton. Not down wool or any of that other shit. Those cheap ingredients that high-class, highfalutin people will put into their products. No, Bowblax himself hand-stuffed this motherfucker with nothing but his authentic pubes. He loved it, slept with it every night until he woke up covered in lice. Always wondered why it smelled like pickles. He couldn't figure it out. It's because Bowblax doesn't shower. He's a dirty boy. Stinky boy. Filthy boy. I've been watching this unfold for like a month. It's been a nonstop. It's been a month-long train wreck. And I thought I'd do a little bit about it. I'm going to be doing an inauguration stream on the 20th, and I didn't really want to tack it on because it'd be weird. It'd be weird talking about Trump taking office and then this guy doing all this weird sexual shit on the internet and mixing those two together. So I thought I'll have a nice little relaxed stream. You talk about 2025's off to a banger, right? We've got some fun stuff, but I want to ease my way in. Just the tip. I want to be gentle. All right. I need to know how to be a tender lover. I've got to be a tender lover. You got to take your time, caress your way inside. All right, that's my pro tip to you, Bowblax. We need to come up with a good nickname for him, too. Because the confused transsexual rapist, I don't think works. No, he didn't rape anybody. I don't want to be unfair here. Just Augie. But does Augie really count? The guy lived in a closet for like 2.5 years. He was asking for it. Have you ever watched an Augie stream? He'd sit in his closet and he'd stream from there. I think those are mixed signals, Augie. You can't get mad at Blowblax for that. All right, he thought, hey, here's a guy who I'm like 5 feet taller than. I can physically overpower very easily. He's a little guy. And he literally lives in a closet. If that's not a big wink and a nudge, I don't know what is. No, I'm sorry. No, Bowblax is not a rapist that we know of. But who fucking knows? There's so much shit coming out about him, who knows? All right, he could be gangbanging homeless people against their will, and we're going to find out next week. I'm just saying, leave it open to the possibility. There's always a possibility that might happen. But, before we get into him, there was something else in the news that I thought was of interest, and it made me want to talk about somebody in particular. Somebody, I highlighted for a second on that little collage. You might not remember the collage from the last stream. This little collage. Well, something in the news kind of reminded me of them, and I wanted to talk about them a little bit, because tough times ahead for them. A little bit of difficulty ahead for them. So let's ease into the Bobby stuff first. Let's work our way through a princess, really. She's a beautiful lady. The kind of woman that just gets your blood flowing to all those important places. Like your head, to make you think, why am I looking at a picture of this thing? I'm talking about Topekachu, the dirtiest of Pokemon. Now, you should know, a little bit of news going around lately. Now, even more news just came out recently within the last hours. I think Trump is cock-teasing people, but in case you're unaware of what's happening right now, TikTok might be in its final hours. Your brain rot entertainment might be going away. The shit that people waste countless hours of the day on, staring at their fucking phones like zombies as they walk down the street, might be thrown into the trash. And I know that's going to be difficult. It's going to be a tough one for people to handle. Because, without that TikTok revenue, those big buku bucks from the TikToks, our girl here, Topeka, she's in a tough spot. You might be unfamiliar with who she is. Let me give you a little background. Very popular streamer on another platform. As you can see, it's just a beautiful lady. Having a little bit of difficulty lately, though. Got a little bit embarrassed by the staff. The help dared to say some nasty things about her. Can you believe that? You pay to go use a hotel or a motel, doesn't matter which. And they actually have the gall to record a video talking about how dirty you are? So to be fair, I don't think I've ever encountered that before. I don't think a hotel staff or a cleaning lady in a facility that's open to the public has ever been so fucking disgusted by how just dirty the cave you leave behind in, that they feel the need to fucking warn the public. It was like a PSA. So this streamer, Topeka, having a little bit of a tough time. Needs that TikTok money to pay for rent. Not really happening. TikTok withheld it. Got thrown out of their apartment, had to live in a motel. Turns out the person working in the motel thought they were a bit of a filthy bitch. Oh, that's heartbreaking. That's terrible.
I have no idea how I'm gonna survive. This app was literally supposed to be my way out. Over everyone who's saying, go get a job, go get a job. I am literally working. I have no more time.
No, that's not Topeka. That's just your average TikToker freaking out at the thought that they won't get those TikTok dollars. How does that even work? Aren't TikToks like 30 seconds long? I've never understood how people make money over there, but apparently this guy's all fucked up.
I work almost every day doing DoorDash, and DoorDash pays $2 a delivery. I Instacart. I have classes Monday through Thursday in person. My next step has always been to go to the poll.
Oh, he's going to the poll. And not to vote. He means he's going to prostitute his ass. But it gives you a little bit of a feel. Some people on TikTok are freaking out. Now, Topeka depends on that TikTok money. So you can imagine the amount of weight on top of them. And then out of nowhere, here comes the staff to talk about how filthy you are.
So, y'all see me dancing? Do not say a damn thing.
Not a damn thing.
There is a TikToker on here whose name I'm not going to say just in case, who is known for going live, and she's been living out of a motel. that I just so happened to work at. And we had to kick them out today and DNR them because they couldn't pay their bill, and I quote, because TikTok didn't pay me. They were disgusting, and I can confirm her room was disgusting. I can also confirm that when they were kicked out this morning, they parked outside of the parking lot, and their mom or grandma took a shit.
Oh, I'm going to back that up just a second. Maybe I misheard the help here. What was this lovely maid saying again?
And their mom or grandma took a shit.
Oh, God, Billy, call your dad. Grandma's taking a deuce in the parking lot again. Somebody get the net. Nana's taking a dump right in the handicap parking lot. Grandma, stop shitting in oncoming traffic. You're scaring the pedestrians. What kind of fucking people are these? You can't even control your dementia-ridden grandmother and keep her in your car house? That she's wandering the parking lot taking shits just sporadically? Did you imagine? You're on your way to IHOP or a Denny's or some shit, and you look out and you see some 90-year-old woman just hunched over, squatting, popping a squat right in the parking lot, no care in the world, the breeze, cooling her ass, as Nana just lets loose a torrent of liquid shit.
On the sidewalk. They're as disgusting as you think they are. That's the reason for the green screen. Yes, I do still have a job. And I want you guys to know that my district manager would have said all the same shit that I'm saying about her, only to her face. I will also say the room is a little bit cleaner than I expected. It's still disgusting. It smells like piss, body odor, and fucking 10-year-old cooking grease. Like, there's so much grease on the light bulb over the stove that when I turned it on, it smelled like something was cooking.
You're such a filthy person. You're so disgusting and disorderly that the amount of grease on a light probably started a fire. I bet you Topeka doesn't even need to go buy matches or a Bic lighter. The grease that wafts off her Lucretiera body adheres to all substances, and when you create enough heat just through natural appliances like a light bulb, it sparks off into a fucking inferno. I'm trying to think, how would another streamer handle this? Imagine any other streamer suddenly has the maid, the cleaning lady, because she's so fucked up over what she's seen. You're such a filthy bastard. There are cockroaches crawling, smells like piss and fucking grease and oil. Your grandmother's shitting in the parking lot, that they feel compelled to make a public service announcement about it. I believe this is like an extended stay motel, if I'm correct on this. So it's a little bit bigger than your average hotel room, but they're just giving you an idea of just the state that shit was left in. How do you say that? You have to understand that they were begging poverty. She was saying that she was on just completely destitute. They couldn't afford to live in an apartment anymore. They were completely fucked. They were just totally fucked. And when this lady's cleaning her shit up, they're like 85 fucking Amazon boxes. Now, you might be thinking, okay, maybe they're a porch pirate, but have you seen how big this lady is? There's no way she's running up to somebody and stealing their shit. It's like, what are you buying off Amazon? Maybe this is to save on the electric bill or the gas or something. She's confused on how extended stays work, so she's making her own little fires in there. So she's ordering like $1 worth of gum to get the biggest box possible to use as kindling. How do you even do that to a door, by the way? I mean, what exactly happened there? I'm trying to imagine, did Nana, gnaw it off with her fucking teeth, pull out her dentures and start, like snapping at it to use it as toilet paper? I need this particle board to wipe my ass because I shit everywhere. I don't know exactly how this particular type of damage is done, but God bless her, she found a way.
Here's all the brand new sheets we've been bringing in that they haven't been using. I don't want to know what that is.
God, look at all the food. That's like a day's worth for Topeka. What the fuck?
They're also currently still parked up the street in the same spot. Their shit is still behind their car. I would get you a picture, but I don't want to get that close to them.
First of all, the maid had no rights to share any of...
Oh, now this is our lovely lady herself. This is her responding to the maid, talking about how fucking disgusting she is. You know, how they basically wipe their ass with bed sheets and don't wash any of the grease off things and break doors somehow. You know, take craps in the parking lot. She's very upset. Now, I've always wondered this. Maybe this is going to sound cruel, but is this particular person a Neanderthal? Like, I know, you know, they're not supposed to exist anymore, but look at the features. At first I thought Aboriginal. You know what I mean? There's a song I used to play on stream about huffing gas that they might appreciate. But I'm wondering, is this a Neanderthal? Have we found a missing link somehow that's living on TikTok on $300 in ad revenue a month? I don't know.
My personal and private business, and it would be in her best interest not to respond to comments in her page because she's going to incriminate herself and lose her job. I got several videos I am sending over to corporate, and I'm going to make a call to let them know that she is putting my business out there. She's a maid, so she should not be telling anybody anything. Second of all, I did not talk about the maid, and if she sees this video, I didn't talk about you. I don't know you personally. You don't know me personally.
You know, one of the things I love the most is when people tattle on themselves. And the funniest thing about this is when the maid put out her original video, she just said that there was a TikTok personality and that they were disgusting and talked about them in kind of in vague terms, but never specifically named anybody. But the moment they put that video out, she knew. Topekachu knew instantly that that was about her and instantly responded. Thus, you know, well, one, corroborating the story, and then telling everybody I'm the person this person's talking about. Where if they hadn't said anything, they'd have deniability. But instantly has to go online and tattle on themselves. Brilliant.
Just because I'm a public figure doesn't give you the right to go and tell everyone my business because you don't know what I was going through or what I was struggling with online. You put my family in danger. That's all I'm going to say, because I'm not incriminating myself to get in trouble, and I'm sending this video to your job and your corporate. And I'm also, if it doesn't work, I'm reporting you to the police. I'm going to make a...
Hello, 911. I'd like to report the Motel 6 staff for laughing at me. They had the gall to giggle as my grandmother took a shit in the lobby. Hello, FBI? I need to quickly, you need to send down an investigative team immediately to me. I was staying at a Super 8 motel, and the staff told me that wiping my ass with the sheets like it was toilet paper was wrong. Can you believe that?
Police report and let them know that they see what I can do about having those videos taken down, because you don't know anything about me. I am not the only sole winner, or not breadwinner, but the sole person that helps pay bills. And I'm not going to tell people my brother's business because no one needs to know where he works, if he works, or anything, because for protection and safety purposes. That's why I didn't tell people why I was leaving. And for you to come online and act like as if I was creating a sob.
Those are just really unfortunate physical licks, man. Jesus. I don't know. Like, did the doctor beat her when she was born? Like, did she pop out and he screamed accidentally and dropped her? Like, how do you get these kind of, like, how do you get these features? How do they come together like this? It's like a Dr. Moreau kind of thing. I don't know what kind of hybrid am I looking at here. Also, how is Topeka living in a car with other people? Think to yourself for a moment, a normal sized car, and then she's in it, her brother and mother are in it, and then, of course, gotta shed anywhere I can, grandma's in there, and then whatever pets they might have. Like, logistics of how they fit into is like a clown car. Also, have you noticed a theme? The last stream when we talked about Andy Ditch, and previously when we've talked about other people online that do weird things, there's always some either directly or indirectly somehow related conversation about shit. It's always in there. There's always a poop story for some reason. Now, Andy was running around checking his diapers for duties, and Topeka's running around checking grandma's diapers for duties. So I'm not sure what it is, but there's some call of the wild, some compelling thing, some moth to the flame shit going on when it comes to poop and crazy people on the internet.
Story, I was keeping myself quiet for a reason because I didn't want people to follow me and find out where I live, which now you have put my family in danger. Thank you very much. I did not say anything about made with weird piercings. I have my live streams fully recorded. You are not going to sit here and lie and say I talk about people that I live at. Why would I talk about the maids when I don't know them personally? She was nice. She came to our door and gave us our bedding. I didn't say anything rude about you, so don't listen to these trolls.
Well, what are you going to say rude about the maid? Okay, the maid's just doing their job. The cleaning lady, the help, whatever you want to call them. They just show up, they get paid their hourly wage. What is she doing that's going to embarrass herself at her job? You, on the other hand, the customer, apparently have burrowed in there and made it some kind of weird animal cave where you've gnawed off part of the door. Like, I don't even know how you physically damage the door like that. It doesn't even look like a kick. If you'd kick the door, it should go, like, dead in. Were you, like, planing it? Were you sanding it down? Oh, did you need kindling or something? Like, what the fuck did you do to it? How dare the maid? Also calling it the maid. The cleaning lady. You're a fucking super saver. What are you talking about, the maid? Oh, my God. The butler. I had the worst experience with a butler at a Super 8. What the fuck? It doesn't make it sound hoity-toity. It just makes you sound crazy. Makes you sound a little insane, like you're out of it. You don't understand the situation you're in.
And I would suggest the best advice, since maybe you don't want to take advice from me, is to take down those videos and stop responding to people before you lose your job. Because that is a second video that I have to send to your corporate office to get you fired because you wanted to come online and spew my business. I hate when people love to do things for views and kick people while they're down. You don't know my situation. You don't know why I couldn't pay my bills. And it wasn't just because...
You know, that's true. We don't know her situation. We don't know her bills. So let me fill you in on a little bit of the backstory, since we're only lightly touching on this newest arc with them. So here's a bit about Topekachu. 1, disgusting. 2, refuses to work a job. 3, will beg for money and then do streams where they spend the money they just begged for buying hundreds of dollars worth of makeup, which literally is putting lipstick on a pig. What are we doing here? What a worthless purchase. That'd be like me buying fucking running shoes. They'd be like doing a stream. Let me set the stream goal for jogger shoes. I need some new fucking Air Jordans. I'm going to go out there and be sporty with my shattered back. Why are you buying makeup, Topeka? It's a lost cause. Give it up. No, maybe if the goal had been a fucking paper bag you could put over your face, I'd understand that. But no, it was for rent. You were asking for rent money that you then spent $300 on makeup for. So that's one thing we know about Topeka. What's another thing we know about Topekachu? Well, apparently they like young Asian boys, and I quite literally mean boys. I know it's weird. Usually we're used to finding weird perverts on the internet that are guys trying to bang little girls. But in this case, Topekachu has a thing for young Asian boys. They do those, I guess on TikTok, there are these like weird mafia videos. And they'd always be doing like this pairing shit that they do on TikTok where you do like video collaborations, always with Asian guys. And then got busted looking on a porn site for young Asian boys. So that's the second thing we know. What's the third thing we know? No hygiene whatsoever. I wish I could have found the clip. It's somewhere out there, and I'm sure you can find it if you look around. But there is literally a clip of her drinking out of a cup as roaches crawl on her. They're crawling out of the fucking cup. They're on the wall. They're like skidding across her face. She doesn't know. Topeka no understand English. I don't know how Neanderthals really can communicate these things, but apparently she just was unaware these cockroaches lived on and in and around her. So now we have a little bit of background. Now everybody knows in chat what we're kicking when my foot's flying at her face. Somebody that wants to bang young Asian boys as cockroaches crawl over her, and she tries to apply makeup to her Neanderthal features. Continuing.
Of TikTok. If I would have had the money, I could have helped my brother pick up where he couldn't pick up. I don't have to tell people what's going on in my personal life. And you just plastered it everywhere because you wanted some sort of 15 seconds of fame. Well, you're going to get your 15 seconds of fame. Was it worth it to lose your job? And I don't care if anyone comments in my comment section and defends that. Stop being rude to people that live. I have a refrigerator. everything was going bad, on top of the I gotta do, have a good day.
Oh, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this. Sorry, scroll around a little bit. This is in relation to just to remind you about Grandma taking dumps in the parking lot.
That when they were kicked out this morning, they parked outside of the parking lot, and their mom or grandma took a shit on the sidewalk.
We've all been in a situation where we're stuck in traffic or we're in the car. When nature calls, right?
Oh, yeah, no. When nature calls nature, I've been in that. I can't tell you how many times I was in that situation. Whether it was commuting to college to finish my degree, some place I worked, early morning, you got that coffee going through you. Sometimes you just got to pull the car over that you're also living in and just shit anywhere in public you feel like. That's a normal behavior. Don't look for a porta potty. Don't go into a local business. Don't swing by a Planet Fitness or a Walmart to use their facilities. Just drop your pants and let her go. You fucking animal. Now, interestingly, you might be wondering, how did they get thrown out of their apartment? What started this little weird arc of them being so disgusting that the staff at a fucking motel had to publicly shame them? Well, turns out their father happens to be fucking insane. As in, like, hostage-taking nutcase. And legitimately mental issues. Ended up getting arrested. He was the one that was paying for it with his poverty checks. He's getting state aid or something and decided he didn't want to come back. But this is the video that was the initial panic as they were finding out they're about to be evicted. Dad's off in prison for whatever crazy shit he had done at the moment. And they're literally rifling through his shit, trying to find a nickel or two in hopes that they're not going to be just evicted. In hopes that they're not going to be having grandma shit on the sidewalk again.
Mom, with his money and the money that I have saved, we have to use that to pay for the apartment.
Get a 2-bedroom. I'll sleep on the couch.
No, we need a 3-bedroom. We cannot have a 2-bedroom. When he gets out, what the fuck?
Yeah, we can.
Mom, no. We're doing a 3-bedroom.
I'll sleep on the couch.
You can't get a 3-bedroom for 500. Don't be stupid.
No.
Yeah, that math checks out. I also love there's sometimes when you encounter somebody that doesn't understand like financial responsibilities that exist actually in the real world. Like this is how disconnected Topekachu is from actual finances and living and just surviving. She actually believes she can get a 3-bedroom apartment for $500. If only Dad was still around. If only Dad was still around, we could totally get that 3-bedroom apartment for $500. This is why she's convinced the $300 she makes in monetization on TikTok is going to be enough to get like a mansion or something. You'd think that they'd take one moment. She'd take one moment to think, wait a minute. If a Motel 6 room costs like $30 a night, and I can only stay there for 10 nights, that's a third of a month. How the fuck am I going to get an apartment for $500? That's 3 bedrooms when this place is 1 bedroom. But no, these numbers, Neanderthal don't, me no do this, unga bunga, doesn't compute. Just right over her head, which is a hell of a, an accomplishment if you saw that brow ridge, that anything would get over that head.
His check.
We're talking about for now. Now when he gets paid.
All I know is just, we have to act.
I'm saying,
Huh?
with his check and the 500, we have to pay the rent.
We're gonna be kicked out by the time he gets his check to fail.
That's why I asked you to call his card in. You have to call his card in.
Go back there, Sophia.
Yeah?
In the bedroom. His standing tank, I think, has his wallet. It's hanging on the closet door.
He also has money. He probably has money somewhere.
I also like how their apartment or whatever dwelling this happens to be looks like the sort of place you'd wake up after somebody, like roofied you. Like if you'd been kidnapped and suddenly the drugs wore off and you're just kind of coming to out of the haze of whatever concoction they used on you. And all you see is shitty broken furniture with a box fan that looks like it hasn't been fucking washed in a decade. And the weirdest Mickey Mouse that's ever existed. like some dysfunctional mouse, just with a weird little sharp-toothed smile glaring down at you. You're kind of incoherent. You're not fully there mentally, really, but you're looking around and you know, I'm in deep shit. The walls of this place are yellower than her teeth, and her teeth are fucking Neanderthal yellow. I am in trouble.
And I hope it wasn't in his Bible.
It's not in there.
Hold on, I'll have to look. He also has money too. Oh, guys.
I mean, your crazy father's in prison for doing crazy shit. And you're rifling through his stuff, looking for money, not trying to bail him out. And I think there's the reason that they're not trying to bail him out is because they're the people he took hostage. This I'm a little unclear of. I've been, reading more of their background lore, and the TikTok story kind of reminded me of them. So that's why we're kind of going through a little bit of this before we get into the Bowblax hotness. But if I'm correct on this, I think the father took them hostage. I'm not sure. The imaginary voices. Maybe he thought a man had broken into his house. Can you blame him? If you woke up at midnight and saw her trudging down the hallway, would you not think you're being mugged? Oh my God, Fat Albert has fallen on hard times and he's broken into my apartment. Hey.
Guys, I'm gonna have to go. He has money somewhere too, and I have to go through his stuff. But he had money somewhere. We'll have to call all these cards in too and check these ones.
Literally just digging through. I'm going to try every credit card so I don't get thrown into the gutter. Guess it didn't work. I guess crazy people like to max out their credit cards. I don't know. Or he had one card. I don't know what he did. Or maybe his one jailhouse call was like, fuck these people, and he canceled everything so they couldn't use them.
What is here? Keys. Have a good day, guys. Thank you for the gift points. Yeah, I had to help pack up stuff, and then from here, I need to have my mom open her email so we can get a hold of these apartments.
Oh, all those apartments that you're going to rent for $500. So I wanted to close it out a little bit. They call everybody Chew. It's it's a weird little suffix everybody gets when you're part of this family. So there's, Topekachu and Mama Chew and Brother Chew, and then there's Papa Chew. And I'm sure you're really curious, what Papa Chew is like. So I just grabbed one clip of him just to give you a little feel for it. She's doing some TikTok stream asking for more makeup money, and Papa Chew wanders in, meanders in. Probably got back hosing Grandma off from shitting in the yard.
Like your friends. I said,
no.
Get out of there.
They're my friends too.
I said, get out of there.
No.
If I have to go get you out of there, I will. She's telling you to get out of there. Get out of there.
Why are you too rude? Why you so rude with me? She's rude and you're rude.
She's telling you to get out of there and you won't, so I'm not defending her.
Well, she's my friend.
Bye. Bye.
Sophia's my friend.
Bye.
Look, Sophia.
What?
Are you not my friend?
No.
I thought you and I were close. We used to be tight, you and I.
Okay.
Baby girl, you remember how tight we were? Like the tightness of those ropes when I took you hostage? Baby girl, you remember how tight we were when I roped your ass up, how close we were? As the police SWAT team broke into the apartment and I held that knife to your throat. You remember that, baby girl?
Hey, go.
The more you say go, the more he's going to stay there. Because
No, me and Sophia used to be tight.
Bye.
He just loves to bother
Look, when you were in the hospital and I came at 2 in the morning, open heart surgery. Open heart surgery. The first thing you said was, "Hi, Daddy."
Okay.
The first thing out of your mouth? I don't think that was true. I think the first thing she said when she woke from her heart surgery at the hospital was, "Where are the Kit Kats? Somebody bring me popcorn. I need something covered in caramel shoved down my throat immediately. I've lost calories. This 2-hour-long surgery has put me on the verge of death. Somebody shoveled something down my gullet. Papa Chew, Papa Daddy, Daddy, please. At least 4 or 5 large pizzas. Please, Daddy.
Hey, go! Jesus Christ.
Bye, guys. Look, if nobody want me around, I'll move.
Oh, yeah, right.
If no one wants me around, I will move.
Didn't we say we didn't want him? We would have got rid of him a long time ago if we didn't want him.
Oh, they were just, yucking it up. Oh, we would have got rid of you a long time ago. Hee hee. A tee hee hee. Guess who ended up in a motel, bitch? Oh, you wanted to laugh at Daddy and his state-mandated money? Who's living in the car with Grandma shitting in the road? That would be you, baby girl. Oh, you could have been close. You could have been his friend. Oh, he was a friend to you, but you didn't like it. You thought it was funny. Oh, you're going to shit on the crazy old man. Well, who's living in the dumpster now? Ain't Daddy? Ain't Papa Chew, is it, bitch? Oh, no, he's got his dollary dues from Uncle Sam. You're the one asking for makeup money on TikTok? Oh, and if Trump doesn't extend that, prohibition against that ban, no more money for you. Oh, you won't even be living it up in Motel 6. You're going to be in cardboard. Hope you kept those Amazon boxes, bitch. You're going to need to build a house out of them. I'm sure you can find a fucking tutorial guide on YouTube somewhere to do it. Topekachu. Oh, laugh at Daddy. Oh, we don't need you. Oh, Daddy didn't think it was funny either. Oh, now you're living in the gutter. Sad. So sad. All these people suffering. The caliber of people suffering from TikTok going under. A lot of fun stuff out there. A lot of interesting people, meandering around. Look at this. We stumbled across a Neanderthal that has to wipe her grandma's ass and is under the delusion that a 3-bedroom apartment costs $500. I don't know what city in America that would be true. Maybe like the middle of nowhere, Montana? Like some abandoned shack in the fucking foothills of Wyoming, where the population of whatever, township you've shown up in is 3 people? Maybe then. But any populated place over 10 people, probably not. Probably not going to work out for you. But a lot of interesting people out there. Last time it was Larson and Ditch. Now we're taking a look at Topekachu. And I thought I'd throw her in because she's relevant to a current news story. So there are quite a few interesting people out there. Lots of shenanigans taking place. And that's just one story. Pedophilic tendencies, cockroach lover, wiping grandma's ass, getting made fun of them by the maid. That is our girl, the Neanderthal, Topekachu. What adventures await next time? Stalker child. Could that be a hint, pepperoni nipples, that perhaps the next stream after inauguration, whatever that may be, might involve a lunatic author and his propensity to threaten people in his cool-looking biker jacket? Ooh, he's coming to get you. He's coming to get you, stalker child. It's prison for you. Maybe. Or maybe we'll talk about a dysfunctional, weird amalgamation of a person, a little hobgoblin that thinks he's a musician. Or, a Subway artist, a sandwich artiste. I don't know. Could be anybody. Could be anybody. No promises. But no, it's probably going to be Tomlinson. Oh, yeah, it's coming. It's coming. I ain't afraid of you, author man. Your biker jacket don't scare me, buddy. I ain't scared over here. All right? I got the power of God and Jesus on my side. Oh. See, we got a few big dollar donations that came in. Wow, look at those. Let me read these. I'll never get them again. From Evil Bunny. Here's a couple Benjamins. Jim, hope you're feeling better. I am now, Evil Bunny. I'm feeling better now. The big fucking donos. Big money coming in. Sword and Scale. Thanks for the years of entertainment, Jim. Hope you're feeling okay. Buy a hat, you cheap bastards. Everybody needs a fantastic hat. What can I say? It's always a good investment. And finally, from Matt Aquino. Hey, Jim. Have you watched a YouTube channel called Put a Girl On? He prank calls fast food restaurants every day for a month. And then he shows up in person to fuck with them. He gets chased out and attacked by wages working there. Funny stuff. No, I haven't. But I used to watch Vent Harassment, which included a whole hell of a lot of people screwing with other people. It's pretty good. It's pretty good shit. Now, I'll read the, again, majority of Super Chats, whether they're from YouTube or Ko-Fi or Cash App at the end of the stream. But if you're going to throw a big one out there, I'm going to be a little whore and mention it. But I've cock-teased you enough. I wanted to ease into it as we talk about this. Now, don't expect some in-depth thing. I'm not going to go over Bloby Boy here and his fucking internet history. But we're going to talk about it a little bit. From what I understand, even before I started the stream, especially today, somebody's getting a little bit nervous. Getting a tiny bit nervous. That's my understanding of it. Started putting out some, putting out some statements saying that things were overblown or misunderstood or people didn't really get it. And we'll look at that. Maybe it's true. Maybe this has been a big gay up. Maybe Augie and Nick Diorio decided they were going to gay up our boy Bloby. And they decided, they were jealous of his Plushie success. He's a Plushie millionaire. How dare you? How dare you, sir, make all that money off those plushies? Don't you know that H3, Ethan is a big fan of those fucking plushies, even though it's Keemstar that bought them. How the fuck do you put up I don't even get into it just yet. But maybe it was a gay op. Maybe people are out to get him, and this has been just very elaborately and well done. I don't know. I will have to kind of puzzle through it, But I will say, okay, that I've done almost like a fucking police level forensic investigation of your dick. All right, I don't know what it is with content creators putting their cocks out on the internet, especially when you don't got much to show for it, man. Here's a fucking free piece of advice from me. If you don't have a big cock, don't share it with the internet. Now, if you got a monster, if you got some shit that gives you the nickname Donkey Man or the Horse Guy, then feel free to wave that shit around like you're greeting people at the fucking Renaissance Fair. All right? But if you're not swinging monster meat, don't share that dick with the rest of the internet. It's probably a bad idea. You're probably going to get a lot of jokes made about you. It's probably going to be a little heartbreaking. I'm just saying. Oh, wow. We had another big one come in here. Let me interrupt everything and read this from Demi. I thought I'd miss a stream since work has been a bit wild. Here's some money for your next turtle shell. Well, I do love me a fucking turtle shell. I just need 85 more donations like that. Again, it's such... if you had a 3D printer, the cost of those things, it's ridiculous. I'm going to go off on a fucking tangent again. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. I promise you we talk about Bowblax. We're going to talk about Bowblax. Oh, but first we're going to do a word from our sponsors. Oh, see, you hook them, you tell them the shit they're looking for is right there, and then you got to Barnum and Bailey their ass. This is how I sell hats, folks, okay? I gotta get your attention, make you hungry for it, and then I hit you with that. Oh, look at that fucking shirt. What says I want Hispanic people to beat me in the street like the Stay Cool ice shirt? They might be wondering, what does that say in Spanish? It says, if you can read this, you are getting deported. Now, I suggest you buy 5 or 6 of them over at the metokur.myshopify.com store and then walk through the barrio. You need to walk down the street quoting 90s movies like you're hardcore. Blood in, blood out, Holmes. Esse, blood in, blood out. That's all you know. Just that one fucking line from that one movie in the 90s that you kind of vaguely remember, but you can't think of the title for. But you wear this in the barrio. I just want you to walk down the street wearing this, saying shit like, tacos burritos, donde es la biblioteca? But you got to do it with that kind of gruff voice. All right? And if you're like a white person, make sure you're extra white, Casper white when you're wearing this. Hey, Holmes, I bleached myself, Esse. You're going to be deported. And then have them send me a copy of your obituary. Have them do that. Okay. I'm going to play a quick merch commercial. Grab a drink, because when we get back, we're going into Bloby. Oh, God, my Bloby boys. You know what? I'm going to put the fucking... we're going to do the poll while I'm doing the Bloby thing. Oh, another big donut. Let me read this really quick. Sleep paralysis gremlin. Buy your turtle shell for your hat. Here's 100, Daddy Jim. True Blacks is an example of why bullying should be legalized. It's a very interesting example of why a guy who would host something called bully streams would ever do the shit that he's doing. You'd think he'd have some self-awareness, like, I wonder if this is ever going to come back on me. What if people are ever going to give me shit about this? But let me see. What are we? Remember, we are as his fan base. There we go. Are we going to be Blowby Boys? I don't even know how you spell it. You know what? Close enough. Or are we going to be Joshi Jihadis? Okay, it's one or the other. I'm going to let that poll go. I'm going to put the little merch commercial up. So we Blowby Boys or Joshi Jihadis, vote on it. We'll get the results when I come back, and we're going right into it. We're going right into the Blowblax. Oh, fucking God. By buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, got to use that USA dollars to do it. Where are you going to do that, you ask? Well, you don't really ask, but I'm going to show you anyway. Fuck you. I'm going to show you anyway. Oh, look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Wear it around town. It looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Wear it around town. It looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. When I'm sad, pay me. It's the only cure, really. When you're very sad, you need to pay me money. You gotta buy my fucking hats. All right, that's the only way you're gonna teach these communists their fucking place. These lemon-loving motherfuckers. It's by buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Buy a hat for your hat. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Wear it around town. It looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. For your hat. Too much. Love the red, white, and blue. Love my apple pie and baseball. Sometimes I just look at the Statue of Liberty. It's so goddamn beautiful. Oh, that is good stuff. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. To sell you beautiful fucking hats. We all love Jim's hats. Let me move a little bit. Over on Shopify. Metokur.myshopify.com. Buy the finest hats available. You gotta do this. You're gonna do that over at my store. Buy my hats. Teach the communists a lesson. Fuck the lemons. Buy a hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. Quality. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. You gotta do this. Buy my hats. You gotta do this. Buy a hat for your hat. Oh, holy shit. Oh, what a fucking beautiful ending to this. Oh, God, let me get a cigarette for this one. Oh, I already got the cigarette. Let's find out how that poll turned out. With 3,500 votes coming in, lazy people, not everybody voted, but whatever. Whatever, we got a winner. 54% to 46%. We got a winner. Blowby Boys is what we are officially known as. Could have been Joshy Jihadis, but we're the Blowby Boys. That is, we've made this, that is now his, officially that's the name of his fan base. The Blowby Boys. It's been voted on. It's democratic. Can't fight against it. Ooh, big one there. Here's for the shit show from the Clam Slam. Oh, well, thank you, Clam Slam. I appreciate it, Clam Slam. Oh, boy. Oh, do we have fun things coming up? Oh, we got one, too, here from, oh, sorry, let me make sure I got that. From SpiderGod99. Always love the Loghouse streams, Jim. Can't wait for the inauguration stream on Monday. Going to be fun. They moved it indoors. Makes me speculate about what's going up or what's going on, but we'll get about it when the inauguration stream happens. Right now, Blowby Boys, enough cock teasing. We got to get to the show proper. We're going to talk about our boy, Bowblax. Blown out backs, blows blacks. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it properly. I've always called him blows blacks, but blown out back could be good. Blown the fuck out, maybe. I don't know. Really depends. He's been having a rough couple of months. I'll be honest with you. A rough couple of months from what I've seen, watching here and there. I mean, there was Augie's therapy stream where he talked about the traumatic pube plushie incident. I'd show you clips of that, but I just don't want to. I don't want to dredge up bad memories. That's for Augie to talk about, not my place. Then there was a Nick DiOrio stream where he told us about that one time that Bowblax robbed a liquor store, high on meth, in a dress and high heels, just robbed them. No consideration for the people at all. Nick even showed fucking security cam footage. Not AI, real stuff. Real stuff. But let's get into this. Now, you might be asking who he is. Let me give you a little background on our boy here. As a fellow Bowby boy, you're going to want to know a little bit about our guy here. Well, he is a salesman, which is something I can relate to. I love selling me some hats. So when I saw this genius marketing push for a Bowby plushie, I knew this is I can just relate. It's relatable. All right, I enjoy a good salesman. I like a good pitch. I used to watch infomercials at 3 in the morning for fun. Of course I want to see your fucking commercial about plushies.
He is back! He's back! He's back and he's blue. So many people over the past 2 years since I launched the original Bowby plush, ever since it became kind of like a meme and a thing online with the whole H3 and Keem drama and, the Bowby being on the show. So many people have asked me, how can I get a Bowby? I want a Bowby for myself. It even got to the point where people were making bootlegs of it, and Keemstar was selling the original.
Now, real talk. Can I be real with you here, folks? Let's talk a little bit about merchandise. Now, if you've ever noticed, when you look at the merchandise I sell in the shop, we've got, the hat with the stars on it. Do you know what's great about that hat? You could wear that in public, and not a single fucking person on God's green earth is going to have any idea what that's related to. They're just going to think it's a fucking hat with stars on it. Maybe it's like a police thing or a military thing, maybe? Or it's related to, like, video ratings? I don't know. Stars of some sort? Maybe you're an astronomer? I don't fucking know. But not related to a personality. In fact, a lot of the shit I sell, the majority of it, are all jokey stuff or things that aren't in any way related to a channel or a name. Because why would you ever want to go outside as a walking billboard? And now there are some people that will make products that are based on, a caricature or character they play, but usually those are cartoony and otherworldly, and they do well because of that. But it takes a special kind of person, a real special kind of person, that thinks to themselves, you know what I need to make? Not just something with my fucking name on it. I need to make an item, a totem, a fucking proxy, an avatar of myself to sell to the people, to my Blowby boys. Because I know that they love staring at my visage. That when they look upon me, they see the face of God himself. And so I need to market that. I'm not that cruel. But I guess that's why I am a follower, not a leader. That's why I'm a Blowy boy, and I'm standing in the crowd with you guys. I'm not a leader like our man here, who knows that that the marketplace is on fucking fire for something that's branded not with his name brand, but with his actual looks.
For $250 each, which is just insane. So I figured, hey, let me give you guys a chance to buy Bobby, but still keep the exclusivity of the old Bobby and the fans who were, there to buy it by changing it up a little bit with the new glasses, the new hoodie, and of course, the Mayo Monkey represents. Oh my God. I just realized I had the perfect opportunity when I was saying that he was using it as a totem. I got oh my God. Hear me out, Blowblax. Here's what you need to sell. You need to do a plushie again, but you need to call it the tranny totem. Buy Blowy's specially made tranny totem stuffed full of pubes with our little Mayo Monkey. You'll make so much buku bucks. I want my Blowy's tranny totem. Presenting my channel, Mayo Monkey, my live stream channel, where I do a lot of my more comedic stuff. So, if you want to get a Bobby, that's your chance. It's going to be the final time I'm ever going to make a Bowblax plush like this. So, this is your last chance to get a Bobby. And these will be on sale for only about 1 month. So, this is the last chance you'll have to get a... These won't be on sale for the next 4 years. Act fast. Fucking quality limited, supplies limited, only going to be available for the next 942 days. You'd better, I don't think that's, I know what you're trying to do here. This is like one of those, high pressure deals they teach you in salesmanship. Like, hey, you got to hit them. You got to hit them for an amount that they think is feasible to pay. And then you got to put a little bit of pressure on them to make them, because they, fear of FOMO, fear of missing out, right? So we got to get them, you tell them it's limited quantities, limited time. 30 fucking days. I think he came like a hair underneath. People were jokey buying these. But sad news, Blowby boys. This didn't get made. The first one did. If you want one like an old school Blowby, you're going to have to go to Keemstar, who's selling it for like $300 a piece. Otherwise, you're just going to have to hand make one. I guess $30 is too much to ask. $29.99 for your own little Blowby plushie with a Mayo Monkey. Bobby plushie if you've ever wanted one. I'd also like to thank you guys for the support on the first line of Bobby plushies. Seeing its legacy continue on the H3 podcast and other places over the past 2 years has been fun. So I hope you guys enjoy this new Bobby plush. Oh, it just got to cut out there. I'm sorry. I know you were desperate to see how did that advertisement end. So I wanted to give you a little bit of feel for him. What is his ability to market like? Not good. Probably not go into selling plushies unless you have an audience that would actually really be into that. Some kind of a character that people would be like, hey, it'd be kind of cool to have that sitting as like a piece of like kitsch sitting up on like a shelf somewhere, like a bookshelf in my library or next to my gaming collection or something. A little Cthulhu character, or a little ninja character, something that you throw up there and you don't think about. But maybe just throwing it out there, maybe putting it and making it look like you was a bad idea, and that's why you couldn't sell 100 of them, or 200, or whatever the quantity was that you needed to hit. And what percentage of revenue are you taking in from that? I'm sure the $30, does that include shipping and handling and materials and manufacturing? And I'm not the best expert about drop shipping, but I'm sure it probably didn't turn out too well. A lot of work, a lot of humiliation for, a couple $100 really, unless you got that big audience. But that's okay. That's why we love him. That's why we're Blowby boys. Doesn't matter if he's a good salesman. We like his calm demeanor, his even-handedness. We like that he approaches situations with such a cool head.
Then we're going to go into interjections because Moth and Glink want to get in, and I want to give them a chance.
I'll say two more things, and then I'll give Moth and Glink time because I'm respectful.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
This whole conversation is so respectful of you.
Mute that motherfucker! Mute that motherfucker! I'm tired of him interjecting when I'm trying to make two simple points.
Oh! There's I someday will have to make a Tard Rage chart so you can kind of follow along with me. But he summoned a lesser demon there in the middle when he got to the mute that motherfucker part. That's the voice that he pulls out when mom and dad tell him to take the garbage out. Like, Blowby, put down your training totem. You got to take the garbage out. It smells like pork chops. Your father can't. It smells like pork chops in the kitchen. Oh!
Respectful of you.
Mute that
motherfucker! Mute that motherfucker! I'm
Right? Can you hear it? Can you just picture it? His mother diving under the sink. His Blowby summons a demon from the 8th circle of hell. Oh!
tired of him interjecting when I'm trying to make 2 simple points. Holy shit!
I'd say you wouldn't have seen me there, Bowblax.
I would
You
also
jumped through a
let
vent.
me speak.
Let me speak. I think it would make a really good ringtone if you could take all those tard rages and like string them together one by one, or train AI just to speak at that tone, right? With that exact, like copied exactly. It's not just that it sounds like him, but it sounds like him when he's under pressure. That's what we need.
Okay, hang on, dude.
Or it almost looks dark.
I'm so done. The audio is slightly delayed. Talk about the allegations! Talk about this is why I'm watching.
Oh, it's a little bit of spurging out, just a tad, tism, a little bit of tism, a little bit of a little bit of reaction there. Blowby's having a bit of a blowout. Our training's going a little bit tardish on us. See, alliteration's fun, isn't it? My fellow little Blowby boys. We having a good time? Okay. You get a bit of a feel for him. Maybe not the best salesman, but that's okay. He's cultivated an audience. 300,000 or so followers on YouTube. Very good. I don't know what his social media has, but I'm going to guess, tens of thousands probably. So a good following, a sizable following. His stuff gets out there. It's watched. Now, he came into prominence, from my understanding, from doing Twitter versus videos, which were essentially taking Twitter fights and putting them into video format for people to watch. And people liked that. And they enjoyed it. And so they kind of, they just ignored a little bit. Ignored a little bit of the spurgouts, a little bit of the spazzing, a little bit of the tism tard raging. They ignored the fact that he can't sell a plushie to save his life. That's fine. I like those Twitter vids, man. Enjoy those. His friends apparently had fun playing video games with him, whatever. But then some weird shit started happening. And I'm only going to touch on this briefly because other people have covered it more. And you can find more in-depth coverage of this. Okay, my fellow Blowby boys? But that kind of, it's the preceding events. It leads us up into what's going on right now. So there I am scrolling Twitter one day. Just enjoying myself, reading people shit posting. Trying to find out details on the Switch 2 or whatever the fuck it is I do. But I come across people talking about some things going on with our Blowby boy here. Apparently, he had decided he was going to fake mental illness for rent money. Now, I'm sure that there's a better way to narrate or summarize this. But from my outside perspective, what I saw take place was he was going around telling people that he was handicapped in some way. And then telling them that because he was so handicapped, he needed a break. I'm so fucking retarded. I'm so tarded out here. I need to take a bit of a break, have a bit of a breather. All right, my tisms fucking hit a level 11, and we need to simmer it down. So he went to people like Nick Diorio and said, hey, bro, I know you spent all your money on fucking pinball machines, but can you maybe not get some weird 70s pinball machine this month and give me $2,000 for rent? Now, why is he paying rent or mortgage when he clearly lives with mom and dad? I don't know. But nonetheless, he went to go get that. Then it comes out that, he made it up. He made it up. Completely fibbing a little bit, lying about being a retard. Well, I don't know how much of a lie that was based on what we've seen so far. But lying a little bit about being a bit of a tard. Making it up. Pulling people's legs a little bit for sympathy points, maybe for a couple of dollary dues here or there. I don't know. I don't know what the motivation was. I can't read his fucking mind. Not a mind reader. If I was, I'd have a psychic hotline, be making more than I am selling hats. But nonetheless, lied about mental illness to make a few dollars. Then he's having conversations with people in DMs, and he gets angry at them for not believing him, or for disagreeing with them, or for saying, like, why are you doing this? And he says, and I almost think it's a quote, and I'm so lazy. I'm sure if you look at Diorio or Augie's fucking Twitter accounts, they'll have it posted up if you ask them nicely. I'm almost certain it's a quote where he said he's going to do a bully stream on somebody for not believing them. He'd had enough of their shit. Here comes the bully stream. This guy's going to do a bully stream. He's coming after them for making fun of his fake mental illness and begging for rent money. So that's the lead up. That's the shit that was going on like directly before what we're about to look at. You're like, God, that's embarrassing. That's gonna do a little bit of reputational damage. Take a little while to kind of recover from that. But he's speed running this shit. He decides, you know what? The plushies aren't selling. I'm not getting my retard mortgage money from Nick DiOrio. So I gotta up the game here. Well, how are we gonna up the game? Well, our boy here came up with a brilliant fucking plan. Let's see what his plan was to get some money, get some attention on the internet.
Dude, there's this mangler guy that keeps downing me.
Is AGP, like when people spam that in chat, is that bad?
AGP is auto.
I got two things for you. You're hearing in the background of the stream where this is being talked about, but here's the first real piece of information that was put up. As you can see, 2025 is off to a banger of a start. I'm going to read it for you. Here's from our god, from Bowblax. Listen up, Blowby boys. Connor is such a piece of shit, man. We worked on content talking to each other daily for most of 2024 and became good friends. He started asking about how I was doing. I was very comfortable with him since we talked so much that I felt safe to come out to him as non-binary. I then showed him an image of me in a dress with one of my IRL queer friends to let him know IRL people accepted me and give him an idea of my gender. I deleted it after he replied for safety reasons, but last night the existence of the leaked, and apparently Connor has shown a bunch of my ex-friends the image despite me deleting it. Quick, and him knowing I didn't want anyone else to know about the image, he had to have screenshotted it instantly and lied to my face for weeks as he continued to be my friend. So there you are. You're Bowblax. You've already had a little bit of a kerfuffle on the internet, spazzing out and lying about shit, getting called out on it and caught. Then you get caught trying to bully people for not believing your bullshit. But then the cherry on top, for whatever reason, you decide I'm going to share a picture of myself wearing a dress. I'm going to put on an old sexy looking dress. Then I'm going to send it to somebody who's probably going to laugh really hard and then show it to other people. But of course, when you're dealing with an attention whore, when you're dealing with somebody that just thrives off this, there's no way that image was sent to just one person. It was probably sent to hundreds of them. And I took an image of myself with people in real life to show them other people in real life accepted me. Now, in the background, what you're going to hear is a snippet of a stream that was going on roughly around the same time, confirming, in fact, yes, there's a picture of him wearing a pretty dress out there.
Gynophilia is the idea that people transition because they get sexually aroused by the thought of being...
Can someone help me out? I'm downed, but I've somehow...
No, sorry, I'm talking about trans issues, mate. I don't care. Okay, this is my hyperfixation, all right?
Yeah, true.
Wait, that definition of AGP, isn't that what literally what Bowblax is?
I thought that was what we were, yeah.
I mean, yeah, Bowblax probably is that, yeah, I'd imagine.
Dude,
you love that you imagine, don't you?
Okay, you know, it is public. Not the picture itself, but it is public. There's a picture of him in a dress floating about. Wait, what?
Whoa!
Wait, what? What?
Wait
huh?
a minute now.
What?
I don't know.
What?
Hold on. We never mentioned that.
Wait, the worst thing you guys do is when you hear that somebody's going to leak something, you don't play it off as a joke. Instead, you're like, whoa, don't talk about that.
Oh, you listen to this guy over here. Oh, my God, I can't. Whoa, what are you doing? You can't tell him Blowblax is out there wearing a pretty dress. What the fuck? You gotta, oh my God, what are you doing? Nobody knew that this stick-looking motherfucker was wearing high heels in his spare time. Our little non-binary queen. Whoa, what are you doing over here?
Huh? Cat's out of the bag, dude. You can't fucking hide it.
I was just telling an epic joke, guys. What do you mean?
Okay.
All right, to be clear, out of all the fighting that we had with Bowblax, I don't think anybody ever mentioned the picture.
To be clear, apparently Shred Logic has it saved as his wallpaper.
I don't think I got it. Yeah, exactly. Bro.
I don't think anybody ever mentioned that.
No, I don't have it. I just got wind of it on the grapevine. And I thought, Nicholas, all the shit you leaked, I thought you did everything. Jesus.
I didn't. No, I did not mention any of that. That never came up.
Okay.
I'm not involved in this.
I didn't even know about this. That's like
yeah, my whole chat is like the picture.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, damn, that's awkward, isn't it? That's a bit awkward, shit.
Oh my god, dude.
All right, guys, delete the stream and hope that nobody clipped it.
Oh. Oh, hey, what are you doing over here? Oh, how could it get worse for our little guy? Oh, first you embarrass yourself in front of your friends by lying to them, potentially for money or pity. Then you threaten other ones because they won't buy into your bullshit. Now you got a pretty princess picture floating around. Everybody's talking about it. They've all fucking seen it. And now it's getting out there, mentioned to the public. The chat's like, what are we talking about? What picture are we talking about? Well, apparently. Oh my God. Apparently there's a little bit of a response. A response comes in. Okay. To be clear, I only ever showed this picture to one other person, which Josh gave me explicit permission to do. I've not shown it to anyone else. I have no part in spreading it more after that. Josh could have at least reached out to me to verify things before making this post. In fact, went to even talk about it a little bit more. Went on stream with Augie to really discuss this. I think you're going to enjoy this. Oh, God, this is a really fun little story. I'll be honest with you. It's short. It's small, which I think Blowblax can appreciate if you've seen his dick pictures. But, went on to explain a little bit more. What do you mean I'm spreading that picture around?
He also sent me a second part, which was, there's like the image of him in the dress. He also sent me another part where it was like him in a dress, and then he edited him in a dress next to a picture of him in a dress next to Keemstar. And he was like, dude, this would be so funny if this is public. Like, a guy in a dress owned Keemstar. Like, isn't that so funny? Because he was on.
Yeah, wasn't he like
art.
fantasizing about like making out with him and be like, it would be so funny if me and Keemstar fucked and I owned him.
Okay, I don't know went that far, but he did definitely.
He said something along those lines.
It definitely seemed like there was some sort of some sort of humiliation interest in the fact that if it was public that he was owning Keemstar while wearing a dress, that would be really funny.
Yeah, which is such a weird comment.
Oh my God, it would be so epic. Oh, it'd be so epic if I put on a pretty dress. Oh, this poor gnome. Like, he's in danger. Okay, let's be honest. Bowblax is like 8 feet tall. Keemstar, I think, is like 3'4", maybe 3'6" if he wears heels. Maybe you can borrow some from Bowblax. Oh, that giant of a man, that Yeti. Listen, Keem, straight up, you're dealing with a retarded Yeti. All right, this retarded Yeti wants to breed you. I don't blame you for having that face. I'd have that face too. He thinks you're sexy. It'd be so funny. It'd be, what a goof, guys. What a goof. Now, people have said, oh my God, I bet, why would you say that? Like, what would how is that owning him? How is that an epic own against? It would be so funny if you know what this reminds me of? There's a little piece of internet lore for you. When I heard him explaining that, I immediately thought of Yoshi eggs. Now, maybe you're unfamiliar with this. This is a really poor attempt at hiding your fetish and then asking for something as a joke. Do you think that Yoshi gets embarrassed when he poops out eggs in front of Mario? Sorry if this offends anyone, but I thought it was a funny thing. Ha ha! And I would like to know if any of you have any pics of Yoshi pooping an egg. Well, he looks nervous or embarrassed. I just want to see it for a few laughs. Ha ha! Another thing, I'm wondering is, what do you think the eggs smell like? Ha ha! I'm just curious for laughs. Ha ha! I would like to smell them. This is Bowblax's fifth dimensional chess. Oh, it would be it'd be so funny, Augie. Augie, it would be the funniest thing ever? If, you had a sleepover with me, and, I just stripped you naked and covered you in honey, and I just tickled you, man. It would be just giggles and laughs. Oh, and then I was wearing a dress while I did it, and got a little whip, Augie. I got a little whip, and I drag you into the closet, and I fuck you in your ass. Ha ha! Just a little bit of it's giggles, Augie. Why are you getting nervous? I just want to fuck you in the ass, Augie. Ha ha! A little bit of a giggle. All right, this is Bowblax's brilliant idea. This is his ability to hide his fetish. Keep it on the down low. Not let people know what's going on. But, of course, like any good internet arc, when you got a little bit of insanity going on, when you have a little bit of just strange shit happening, you've got to amplify it. It's not just enough to lie about mental illness, ask for rent money, threaten people with a bully stream. get caught with a dress picture, tell people you're non-binary, talk about wanting to butt fuck Keemstar. Like you really need to take it to the next level. So what's that next level look like? Well, a little bit like this. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Miss Manshehe. I'm the ultimate she-male. Why settle for being hot as a girl or guy when you can do both? Luckily for you all out there, limited time offer, 30% off for the first 31 days. Only $3.50 to subscribe. I'm getting a little horny over here. What do you mean? Only $3.50. That's a bargain. That's cheaper than a membership over here. $3.50 for this sexy ultimate she-male that is both hot as a guy and a girl? Now, why would I ever be mentioning this in relation to Bowblax, my fellow Blowby boys? Apparently, turns out, this is like I'm unmasking Batman or something. I hope I don't crush the fantasy. Turns out Mr. Miss Manshehe is Bowblax. Now, if you remember a little while ago, I think this happened to Flamenco. Flamenco was doing a stream snipe of Ethan Ralph, laughing at him for his misfortune. This was during his bowling event. And he accidentally flashed his screen a little bit. And when he did that, his information popped up, and Ralph used that information to dox him and start uncovering shit and fuck with him. Well, apparently there's something similar has happened to Bowblax. He was allegedly doing a stream when, what do you know happens?
It's by you saying lol. Why unpin? Didn't I just pin it? Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, oh, fuck indeed. Let me just rewind a little bit here. Oh, no, a little bit more. Hold on, folks. See if we can, it's gonna, OBS. I am the OBS Lord. I'll just wait for it to work its way around. That's fine. I can wait. I got time. There we go. Now, when people saw this pop up on, stream, I guess they didn't really, who's going to give a shit? It's got fucking email accounts. Everybody's got email accounts. Except for, one of those that's a little lower down. You might notice a familiar name pops up. A name you might have heard before. Mr. Miss Manshehe. Well, somebody decided to take that information to look at that email account and start tracking down fucking accounts on the internet. What do you know? Oopsie. Oopsie. Oh no. Looks like they happen to come across some dirty pictures. Some naughty, risky pictures out there. Now, like I said, right before the stream started, Bowblax put out a denial, apparently up on Twitter, or something of a denial. I was trying to avoid it and hope that someone looked into the Manshehe account more to know that it's not me. But it's gotten to the point now where so many people have talked about the account being mine that people in real life are talking to me as if it's a fact. This is insane. To which Smago responds, Bowblax, didn't you admit earlier that the email account is yours? So wouldn't the Twitter Blue Sky YouTube not be connected to that Gmail? That's an interesting point. Yes, in fact, apparently Bowblax did complain about this being their property, their information getting bandied about on the internet. You might be wondering, like, what kind of pictures are connected to it? Oh, I'd love to show you. This is about the safest one that I could show you. Do I look cute? Tee-hee. Hashtag NB, non-binary, gender fluid, bi-gendered. Now, this image is cut off a little bit, but there are a few things I can tell you. That's a white guy with really scraggly looking fucking facial hair. And that dress looks like it's been torn to ribbons. Now, I'm not sure if he fought a dog for this. Was this one solid piece of material before the fight happened? I don't know. Did he fight a hobo for it? And, on this account, there happens to be a few other pictures of a little more risque variety. There might be a few pictures showing itty-bitty, teeny-weeny, tiny little dicks. Are there tiny little dicks on there? Somebody going to have to call the government? Are we going to have to report this to the FBI? I think I saw a child's penis. Oh, no, wait. That was his. Up on the OnlyFans. Shameful. Embarrassing. Do I look cute? No. No, you don't. Mr. Mansheehy, you do not look cute. You are 8 foot tall with facial hair wearing a dress. All right? Your body features are lanky and languid. You look like you just walked out of Auschwitz. You look like an anorexic Mennonite. No, you don't look cute, Teehee. You look like a guy in a dress who can't even shave. You're too lazy to shave. Why have you not shaved? Oh, I'm sorry, it's non-binary. That's right. Is non-binary the nice way to say can't pass? Is non-binary the way we say I want to wear a dress for my sexual fetish, but I'm just so fucking mannish that there's just no way I should even put any effort into this? And the only thing that gets my dick hard is the dress anyway, so what do I care? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we call it? Do I have to pull a Gandalf here and stand in front of you on the bridge telling you you will not pass, Mr. Mansheehy, because you don't? Do I look cute? No. You look like a confused 20-year-old man wearing a dress who gets little boners over it and is desperate to share it with the internet. Now, one thing you should know that's been alleged about Bowblax is that he's had alternate Twitter accounts, and I believe this was tracked down to him. But it makes some of his previous statements on those accounts a little bit suspect, if we're kind of piecing it together really, right? Now, the Throbbing Horsecock, first off, come on. Throbbing Horsecock, that would be him. Damn, Keffels is thick. She's one of the real ones for sure. From Abu Tali, Keffels is a man in denial. From Throbbing Horsecock, she is hot. Uh-oh. From Throbbing Horsecock again, stop spreading rumors that I'm an autistic cracker. Also, trans women are real. I just got mad that one of them had a bigger cock than me. Probably the only true statement listed on this account. Also, the sheer audacity to literally call yourself Throbbing Horsecock and then put up pictures of your tiny little cock on OnlyFans. It's just like, it's almost staggering, really. That little baby carrot calls yourself Throbbing Horsecock. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so, Joshy.
What's up, Joshy? Yo. What's up? Confusing opinion. Yeah. That's like one of the spellings I go by now. Because, like, people have always over time called me, like, Joshy endearingly. And I've liked that. And then, like, I kind of like the way that's spelled. Like, it's Josh, and then it's, like, she, So it's like Josh. So I have Joshua, Josh, Joshy, whatever people want to fucking do. I mean, I guess it is kind of retarded. I don't know. I fucking like it. I don't fucking know, dude. Get how I put an E at the end of my name because that one. No.
Oh, it's okay, Joshy. It's okay. The Blowy Boys, we got your back, Joshy. Even if your parents don't.
Fuck. My parents aren't proud of me.
You don't say. Mom and Dad aren't proud of you? What?
Fuck. My parents aren't proud of me.
Hurtful. It's hurtful, Joshy. You're such a pretty girl. Why would they not be proud of you? In fact, let's leave that picture. There we go. Let's leave that picture up. Does that beard look familiar to anybody? Those lips look a little familiar. That hair look a little familiar to anybody? Have we maybe, I don't know, seen it somewhere before? Are things matching up slightly? Was there a little bit of similarity going on? I don't know, Joshy. It's looking pretty close. It's looking like we might have a little bit of a match, Joshy. Mom and Dad aren't proud of me. What is going on? How do you get in this? How do you get this much trouble sent your way? How are you sitting there dealing with these sorts of shenanigans, Bowblax? You'd think that, the embarrassment of the faking the mental illness thing, and you got some shit for that. Asking people for money, you got a little bit of shit for that. Making threats on people that you'll do bully streams on them, you got a little bit of shit for that, but you could probably recover. But then pics of you in a dress start floating around. And then there's an OnlyFans that mysteriously links to a lot of your shit. I mean, my understanding with that alternate Twitter account, Throbbing Horsecock, was that you denied it at first, but then it got linked to you. So is Mr. Mansheehy, is that video fabricated? That email wasn't in there? Somebody cleverly put it in there with some AI and got it out so that everybody swears they've seen it? That Augie and Diorio and others all have talked about this and speculated on it? I don't know. It's a little hard to parse through. A little embarrassing. What is it
with content creators these days, having to put out sexualized pictures of themselves. Why do they feel the need to tell everybody what makes their dicks hard? I don't need to know. Didn't you just do videos about people slap fighting on Twitter? Did you used to make fun of Tripster for being a tranny chaser? Then you give them all this shit about being thirsting for them? And then that's literally what it looks like you are. Was that a bit of projection? Were you projecting on Tipster? Was that an easy target? You know, all the bully streams about Tipster, you know, the half joking, half shit talk was really just like an insecurity thing. Like, oh my God, they're going to find out that Joshy wants to wear the dress. You got a little bit of moot going on. Do you want to be the little girl? Is that what's going on? Now people have said, oh, it's multiple sexual fetishes, multiple attention whoring going on here. He's desperate for the attention. It gets him off. He's got like a humiliation fetish. Maybe. I mean, that's potentially possible. But if this is somebody that was saying they needed to take a break from the internet because, you know, their tism was acting up, they needed a bit of a break from it. I don't know. I mean, somebody with a humiliation fetish would want to be on the internet. They wouldn't want to disappear even for a little bit. So now they're kind of like in the epicenter of this with all this shit going on. And the sad thing is, I can't show you like the funniest pictures. There are some really funny pictures, but a lot of it's very sexual. Yeah, I can't show you his dick. How am I gonna stream that on YouTube? This is barely allowable as it is. Maybe if I did it on like Kick or something, they wouldn't give a shit. Now, Bowblax has denied this, which is funny for two reasons. One, his denial probably is fake. He's probably lying, and it probably is him. But, like, here's the other thing. If he's telling the truth, then he should have no problem with people making fun of how small Mr. Manshee's dick is and how terrible they look in a dress, because it's not you, is it? So, Bowblax, you can't get upset. In fact, you should give no shits whatsoever if people make fun of that. If they're talking about how that is a baby carrot dick, that is the smallest cock they've ever seen, that how could a man be swinging equipment that looks like it belongs on a toddler? That's not you, so it's not personal. You shouldn't get upset by it. It shouldn't bother you at all. If Nick Diorio gets on stream with you and for 1 hour straight talks incessantly about nothing other than how small Mr. Manshee's dick is, you should not be booty bothered about that at all. Because he is a fellow Bobby boy. There's nothing to tuck. Small peepee. That's right, chat. Chat's got it. They understand what's going on. Holy shit. What a way to start the year. Like, did you decide that you wanted to like get into the running with the herd? What is going on? There's so many crazy people on the internet. What, you want to usurp them? Do you think, okay, well, Ethan Ralph, he's going into rehab. Nick Rekieta's cut a plea deal. Masterson is only vaguely suffering the curse of the Sonichu medallion. You know, Topekachu probably won't ever stream again. Looks like Larson's going to prison. Tomlinson's just going to eventually get outed as maybe having something to do with Tori Swats. I don't know. Alleging. There's speculation, not me saying that. So like all these people are getting cleared off the board. There's room for you now. You can spread your wings and fly. You can stretch out a little bit and take part and really go for the gold this year. Because this is a hell of a start to the year. You've got like 4 things, one after the other. They're all bang, 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 bang. Like, what's next? What else can you do? Where do you take it from here? What's the follow-up? And also, my other question for you would be like, are you upset now that you didn't wait till now to do the plushie sale? Because I'm telling you, Tranny Totem is a banger. That's gold. If I could sell Tranny Totem, if I could put that up on the store, if they did plushies, I call them Tranny Totems, I sell out in a day. Oh, all that money. You could have made all that money if you just waited a little bit. But now it's too late. I don't know whatever this fucking website is if you can get the opportunity to do it again, but it looks like it's a goner. Oh, boy. Oh, we got a super chat from Shoe on Head. An actual one with a little check mark. I hope you've been well, Jim. Thank you for all the entertainment over the years. Oh, thank you very much. Hope things are going well for you as well. I'll read off another quick one here from Devastator. This is Internet Gold. Well, I have to be honest with you. Okay. I've just touched on it, right? Like I said, it would be weird to do because I want to cover the inauguration and then I'm done with my political shit, right?
Like, it was really kind of like assassination to inauguration. And then I don't really have. There's nothing more political for me to talk about. But it would have been weird doing an inauguration stream. It would have been really weird doing an inauguration stream, and then like in the middle of it, be like, also here's this guy in a dress. Donald Trump's going to give his speech now, but before we get to that, here's Throbbing Horsecocks with his new piece of Twitter gold. Here's his new adage. Let's go to Throbbing Horsecocks. Mr. Mansheheat, do you have anything to say about the president getting sworn in today? Oh, you're non-binary. You're an NB. I envy your NB-ness, but that's because I'm a Bloby boy. Silly little Bloby boy. Well, let me take a moment. Let me just see if there's been any follow-up. Has he put out any convincing evidence that this has been the deepest of gay ops by Augie, by Augie and Nick Oreo? This is like the finishing blow. Let's see if we can find this. No, I don't see anything new. I don't see anything. I don't see any. When he's got that info on Nick, he's gonna be like, "I got this, motherfucker. I got this." He's done. He's fucking done. See if I can find anything here for him. 1 second, folks. No follow-up statements. No follow-up statements. I don't know. I mean, how do you come back from something like this? Because eventually more information, if it's true, if it really isn't a gay op and it all comes out, it's pretty devastating. You're going to get a lot of shit. How are you ever going to do a bully stream again? I don't know. Everybody will always make jokes about your tiny cock, and that's more humorous to me than you wearing a dress, I'll be honest with you. But, like, how do you come back from something like this? The only person I've ever seen come back from something sexually embarrassing on the internet was that video game guy. He was cheating on his wife, he had his dick pic leak, and these two chicks accused him of shit, and he went silent for, like, a month. And I thought, oh, he's fucking done. But then he came back, and he had, like, absolute airtight evidence that the chicks that were accusing him of shit were completely full of shit. Like, just completely shut them down. It was one of the best responses I've ever seen. Now, he still put his dick out there. He still was wearing a Sailor Moon outfit, and he was still cheating on his wife. But, like, the worst of the allegations, he fucking shut down immediately. Pro Jared, there we go. Thank you, chat. Go watch Pro Jared's video, his response video that he took like a month to put together. The best response I've ever seen to this kind of shit happening on the internet. Now, is Bowblax going to be able to do something on that level? No way. There's no fucking way. He's going to be able to pull off a Pro Jared. I don't think that's a possibility here. I'm going to be honest with you. Somebody said Dark Side Phil. I don't Dark Side. He's never been caught wearing Phil's done some goofy shit. He's never been caught wearing a dress. He never called himself Throbbing Horsecock and opened an OnlyFans. That's something he's never done. All right, let's give him some credit here. From S Cybertaz, wouldn't it be interesting if you let Jade out of her cage to design a plush with a 4 out of 5 star hat? Blank face with cheekbones, nose, chin, and brow outline with a cheap mic. Buy a hat for your plush, do it. Well, I will tell you that drop shipping seems to me a nightmare. I can sell a hat or two, it's a cute little jingle or whatever. But no, I'm not arrogant enough to try to sell a plushie. I don't have the audience for it. I've seen people that have the audience for it, and God bless them, they do great. Not me. Not me. Uh-oh. What happened there? I don't know if that's a real thing or if that's just somebody screwing around. Let me check something. Sorry, chat. 1 second. Somebody's having a little bit of a giggle, maybe. Or if YouTube is screaming at me, potentially. I think I saw that pop up. I saw something pop up in chat saying, you were suspended for violating TOS. I thought, uh-oh. I've made too many Bloby jokes. But no, it's just somebody fucking with me. Having a little bit of a giggle. Woo! Fucking with old Jimmy boy. I'm getting old. I got that boomer mindset. I can barely work OBS. Coming in here and just fucking from the turnbuckle. Jumping right on me with that elbow. What am I going to do? But as far as plushies, no. I'm not arrogant enough to do that. I don't have the fan base that's big enough to make it feasible. I'm happy selling a hat or two, or a sweater here or there, or some holiday themed thing. That's fine. You sell a few, you do fine. But I do not have the market to pull off a plushie. Sorry. I mean, I'm thank you for saying that you'd buy one, but there's no way that's ever going to happen. Maybe if I'd have millions of subscribers, I could have made it work. But no, I would turn out just like he did. Not able to hit 200. Not stepping into that arena. I'll stick to my hats. Thank you very much. Old man Jim's going to stick to his fucking hats. From Hop Diddy's Chronic Tacos. We got a cyclone warning in the northwestern Australia today. Pray for me, boys. And P.S. Please make a 4 out of 5 bucket hats. Cheers, boss. I'm not sure exactly what a bucket hat would be. And I hope you get through the cyclone. I hope you survive. I hope you make it through. Okay, folks. That was literally it. Just a nice little half-hour, 40-minute segment on our boy Blowby, just talking about the shenanigans he got into over the last month. Wouldn't really fit in with an inauguration stream. Wanted to have a bit of a little bit of a laugh. Throw a little Topekachu in there too. But I don't know what he's gonna do next. I'm sure if you follow along and if you pay attention, I've seen people putting out videos and doing streams on it. I'm sure there will be a follow-up to it. If this really was the world's most convoluted gay ops, bravo, because you've convinced the internet somehow. If this is somehow like Bowblax is pulling off some 14-degree underwater backgammon move here and nobody's caught on to it yet, also bravo. That's why I call myself proudly a Blowby boy. Well, I will happily buy a plushie if that turns out to be true to fund your dress needs. Okay, but I don't know. I just get the idea that it's just a dude that's into weird shit and like is desperate for people to know. This is. It feels like the way somebody would come. It feels like this is his coming out. This is his way of stepping out of the closet. He's watched Augie move from his closet into a normal room. He decided I want to come out of the closet too, and maybe too scared to just do it outright, so decided to quote unquote accidentally embarrass themselves by letting that information leak. Maybe that's what they were going for. That's maybe my best guess. I don't know. So, I mean, I could put it to a poll. We could do a quick poll. Let's see what chat thinks. What was this? Let's call it that. What was this? Was it a 24-hour op by Augie and Diorio? Was this 4th degree underwater chess by Blowby? Or is it just a horny guy with a kink? What do you think this is? What is Mr. Manchihi? Is that a 24-hour op by Augie and Diorio, 4th degree underwater backgammon by Blowblax to pull some goal off we don't know about yet? Or is it just a horny dude with a kink that's an idiot? I put it to you, my fellow Blowby boys. I will let you vote on it. And as you're voting on that, we had another big one come in. I'll read that quick. From M Towers to the bestest of the boomers. Thank you for all the streams over the years. Can't wait for 2025. Wishing you the best. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's see. How is our voting coming in? Oh, you guys are already set on this. Look at this shit. You're not even a little. There's not even a little bit of speculation, really. Already with just excuse me, with just 1,700 votes. 85% of you are saying it's just a horny, stupid guy with a kink. Now, can 7% going to 24-hour op and 9% going to 4th degree underwater backgammon / chess by Blowby himself? Are we going with the tried and true, always accurate, horny guy that's fucking stupid? Chad, are you meaning to tell me that dudes are fucking idiots when they're horny and will do stupid shit and get themselves embarrassed in fucking ridiculous ways because they're horny? I've never heard that before. I've never heard of men being absolute fucking retards when it comes to their horniness. We might have to submit this to like a scientist so they can analyze it or some shit. Men are always so intelligent when it comes to them getting horny. Let's see. I'm gonna let the voting go on for a little bit. Give everybody a chance here. Again, you just click the little thing at the top of the chat. You should be able to vote on whatever you think. Again, the options: 24 or up by Augie or Diorio, 4th degree underwater backgammon / chess, or a horny guy with a kink that happens to be a fucking idiot. I wonder what it could be. I wonder which one it is. For upcoming information, also, I'm going to put this out. Shill a little bit here for myself. I am doing an inauguration stream on Monday. Because I'm curious what's going to happen. From what I understand, they moved it. They moved the venue to inside rather than outside, which makes me think they maybe have like a credible threat, or there's something going on. I don't buy the weather. You know, oh, it's the weather. That's why. That's why it's been moved inside. To me, it feels like, I mean, remember, somebody tried to kill him twice. So, I don't know. It's just, I got a weird feeling there's some fucky shit going to happen with inauguration. So I'll be streaming that throughout the day on Monday. That's kind of my plan. And then I'm going to just, I'm going to crawl back into my little cripple cave and wait for all my old man bones to heal. All right, let's see here. I think that poll's gone. I don't think there's any feasible way for this poll to reverse itself. I'm going to be honest with you. Again, here's where we're sitting with 3,600 votes. 83% of you are pretty sure it's a stupid, horny guy. 9% second place, 4th degree underwater backgammon. And then in last place, 8% with 24 hour out by Augie or Diorio. I think Blowby Boys, I think we got it. I'm going to have to go with the majority on this. I think it might be a fucking retard who's a little too horny. I think that might be what we're dealing with. I think that might be what it is. All right, let me just get this switched over here 1 second. Hold on. There we go. Bye-bye, Blowby. Bye-bye, Blowby. Let me just change this. Sorry, 1 second, guys. All right. Well, thank you for coming out tonight. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to start reading super chats here like I said I would. That is our Bowblax coverage for this evening. If he does anything absolutely insane or more stupid, or if like a treasure trove of really embarrassing shit comes out, like there are hardcore videos out there, I'm going to make a fucking Kick account. We're going to watch it. We're gonna look through all of it. If it gets really funny, I'm gonna find a fucking streaming site that will let me show it. Because I don't know. This is like an OnlyFans thing, which is also weird. It's not like it leaked. It's not like it's like a revenge porn thing. This is like this is like I want to be a porn star thing, which is even weirder, right? Like it's even stranger, to be honest. But if something pops up, I'll cover it. But we'll see how it plays out. Again, 80+% of you pretty sure it's just stupid horny guy syndrome, which probably is. But if it turns out to be underwater backgammon or a gay op, we'll find out too. Either way, entertaining and fun to watch. But for those of you that came out for that coverage, there you go. You're up to date. Not only do you know about Bowblax and what's going on with him, but you got a little information on Topekachu and her quest to survive off TikTok money and get that $500 3-bedroom apartment so grandma doesn't have to shit in the highway anymore. So, hey, you learned something new. Something unexpected, right? Isn't that what life's about? For everybody else that's going to stick around, we're getting the super chats. Before that, let me just, where would I go here? What am I going to do? Let me think for a second. I'm going to get a drink, some water, use the bathroom really quick. When I come back, we'll do super chats. Everybody else, have a great weekend. Maybe I'll see you if you swing by for the inauguration stream. And we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens with Blowblax. Who knows where it's going to go? Who knows what's going to happen? But I will update you as the story progresses.
Okay. Hopefully everybody's grabbed a drink, settled in. We'll get through some super chats now. Let me put this up so everybody knows what's going on. Everybody else that took off, like I said, have a good weekend. I'm just going to go through the super chats now. Start with some Cash App ones here from Sneed. Commentary community is the prostate community. Well, there you go. Let me back up if I read that right. From Sneed again, Josh predicted that Blowblax would troon out. Well, if so, well done. You called it 100% if you did. From Timothy, him making a plushie of his face is just idolatry. I don't know if I want to go old school religious on it, but there you go. Got one from Dean, but no message on that one for some reason. I think same with Logan there. If you guys sent a message, it didn't come through for some reason. From Steve again, did you see that Josh got unbanned on X because of India? As in India unbanned him? Or there's something else going on? From Super Sasha X, Jim and Jade plushies when? I don't know why people are asking for plushies. That is a mistake. From Vincent, thank you for everything with love. Well, thank you very much. We got one from Aaliyah here. Thanks for the disgusting stream. Always a pleasure. Well, I'm always happy to oblige. From Rick, happy 2025 to you, Jim. Shout out to Nick Rodeo. I'm sure Nick Rodeo is loving it. From Jimmy. From Jimmy, Fish Tank Live. Jimmy, love you. Well, thank you very much. From Jeremy, for some reason, some are coming through with messages. I'm not sure if that's just because that's how they are or what's going on here. From Amanda, blown out the blacks, wishing you the best, Jim. Well, thank you very much. Got one from Owen here. Jesus loves you, and so do we. Well, thank you very much. Not sure how much Jesus is going to love me after this particular stream. But we'll see. From Devin, thanks for the laughs, Jim. Well, you are welcome. From Drew, every joke you made about Final Fantasy XIV was basically true. Is it actually that bad? I don't know that much about Final Fantasy XIV, so I don't know the state of the game itself. But from people telling me that they're... let me ask Chad. Actually, hold on one second. Chad, I don't know how much you know about Final Fantasy XIV. If anybody in the audience actually plays it, could you help me out with this? Is it actually true that there's an erotic role-playing group in Final Fantasy XIV that bullies other people? Is there like a violent, bullying, horny group of erotic role players on Final Fantasy XIV, and how has that been allowed? How have you not bullied them back? How have you not fucked with them mercilessly? Somebody, you missed Final Fantasy XIV is garbage, somebody said. A lot of people saying, yes, it is true. Is it actually true? Yep, yes. How are you getting bullied by erotic role players? That's not the Goku get 'em attitude I look for. Coom goons? Is that what you called them? It's worse than Roblox. You gotta be fucking kidding me. The Goon Cartel. Well, one, I'm amazed that there are this amount of people that are this knowledgeable on Final Fantasy XIV. It's the Tourist and Balmung. I don't know what the fuck that even means. Is Balmung the name of like a channel or a location in the game? Now, if you look at my Steam profile, you will see there's Final Fantasy XIV on there. And you'll also see that it was played for 1 minute. So I guess I don't know about the horny group of bullying erotic role players that lurk in the dark fucking corners of your Final Fantasy MMORPG. God, somebody needs... Is there like a good video on this? Is there like a funny investigative fucking video? Has somebody did a series where they track them down? Like a detective show? Looking for the horny, bullying, erotic role players of Final Fantasy? That sounds so fucking entertaining. That sounds so good. Someone needs to do that. A detective show hunting them down. Ass Buddy 94 was found in the server of Balmung, asking people to shove carrots up his ass. We tracked his account down to an old lady that lives in Michigan. Sick bitch. I'm just saying, might make an entertaining watch on a long evening. I had a big one come in from Cole Dante. Dick Masterson's cursed coke has claimed another victim. It's got 'em all. A bully cabal. Yes, the Troon Detective. My God. Logos, that's brilliant.
There you go. Somebody with the time and ability needs to come up with an investigative series into the erotic role players haunting Final Fantasy called The Troon Detective. I will watch that on stream. I will advertise the fuck out of you if you make that entertaining. From Drew Pierce. Oh no, that was a Final Fantasy one. We had one other here from Justin. Have you played DBZ Sparking Zero? No, I haven't had a chance to, but I heard that it is actually quite a bit like Budokai or Budokai Tenkaichi, which back on like PS2, I think it was. There were 6 of them, if I remember right. There were 3 Budokais and then 3 Budokai Tenkaichis. All of them were really fun. I enjoyed each of those games. So if Sparking Zero is anything like those, I'd probably enjoy it. But then again, maybe I'm mixing it up. There've been a pretty good amount of DBZ games. The names escape me now, but was it like a Xenosphere or Xenoverse? Like 2 of those. Then there was like the Kakarot one, and then Sparking Zero, and then I think there was another one too. I can't fucking remember. There's a lot of them. There's a good amount of them. I'm sorry, I can't get the fucking idea now of a Final Fantasy 14 investigative series. Hunting down perverts. the bullying sex perverts of Final Fantasy. That just sounds so fucking fascinating to me now. That's like stuck in my fucking head. Okay, there we go. These are some from Ko-Fi now. Let's jump over there, and then we'll get to the YouTube Super Chats. From Ocean Redux. Ayo, have a good weekend, deadass. From Ket, hey, Jep. Thanks for the last over the years, and hopefully for many more to come. Also, Tominagi need Fuentes to come detective on the case. He could solve this, that's true. From Jonathan, hey, Jim. Would you mind giving a shout out to my best friend and federal agent, Francis Frank? It's pretty cold tonight at Alamo Heights in San Antonio. Oh, there's more to this? Can you call him a hot dog? Francis Frank, or I'm sorry, Agent Francis Frank, the hot dog of Alamo. I'm not sure, is he going to hunt me down for that now? Have you taken my joke about making you wear that sweater in the barrio and turned it around on me? From D, hope you're good. Catching the re-upload later. From Bohepans, oh my God, he lives. You sound great, bro. Hope you aren't hurting as much. Huge fan for a long time. Well, thank you very much. I'll be honest with you, I broke more ribs, but you learn to get used to it. From Eek, here's a fire to get you a 4 strength, 4 stamp leather belt. Now get off vent or I'll have you bent. Oh my God, someday I'd like to just sit down and re-listen to all those. Ventrilo harassment was some of the funniest shit. God, that's old internet stuff, but it was really good. From Shizer Polize, hello Jimbles, environmental scientist grad here. Have you ever considered radiation poisoning as the root of all your suffering? Hold on, there's more to it. Won't hurt to sweep the enemy dungeon with a Geiger counter. You never know. I do. I have a Geiger counter. As part of my survival gear. Maybe I could check that myself and see how it goes. Maybe I'll film a little video of me checking to see if I've got. I'm not sure what it's called exactly. It's a thing that checks. Is it a Geiger counter? I don't know what it is. It's probably like an old Texas Instruments calculator. I'll make myself look retarded. They'll be like, God damn, how much pain medicine do they have this guy on? He's walking around with a fucking Texas Instrument calculator, sweeping for radiation in the walls. We need to call the state and get them involved. I'm afraid for his fucking safety. From GCV, Jim, within a week of getting my hat, someone at the grocery store looked at me and said, I recognize that hat. Ethan Ralph used to follow me. So I'm embraced being a billboard. Best wishes. I think you're just fucking with me. The plushies aren't happening. You're just messing with me. From KR Hume, when are you going to get the Jimmy plushies? I'm not getting Jimmy plushies. Helmet Boy, hey King, how much longer do you think it'll be before Blowblax becomes another one of Keemstar's cows to milk the wings and Boogie? Stay safe and hail to the king. Oh, I am not sure how Bowblax would do with, I'll be honest with you, I haven't really watched Low Call Live. From what I understand, it's like set at like a solid number, right? Isn't Keem pulling in like 5,000 to 6,000 viewers a stream? And he's kept it going with Boogie and with Wings. Now, would a third chair of Bowblax work? Would he fit in with them? I don't know. Because 2 huge guys and a skinny little stick. You got to remember, Bowblax is like 70 pounds. A strong enough breeze hits him, he'll fucking fly away. You could tie him to a mast and sail his ass if your ship needed the wind. Let's see. From Rusty Cheese Knife, have you been keeping up with the ongoing antics of Pirate Software, aka Jason? His thread on Kiwi Farms is blown up in the, hold on one sec, over the past week or so. I've never seen someone go local this quickly. I'm completely unfamiliar with this one. I'm not sure what they did. I'll look into it. Hopefully it's entertaining. Got one from Bill. All the best to Jade and Jim. Thank you. Swordsman 220. I didn't know my dog worked for you, Jim. He ate my hat, so now I need to buy another one. Or another hat for my hat. Well, great. From FSD FSER. Hey, Jim. Did you know Papachu got green taped across all of over his house and thought he was owed $12 million for some reason? Yeah, you mentioned body cam. I know there's footage out there. I tried to find it. I was going to actually, put a little bit of it in, but I can't remember what video it was a part of. And I'm not sure who got the footage in the first place or if they still even have it up on YouTube. From NPC, well, Jim, it's Post's 4th birthday. Hope Graf doesn't get raped by a 300-pound woman like Topekachu again. From Buttered Glove, no message attached on that one. From Theodore Fieser the Felted, hey, Jim, I have a suggestion. If you feel as though you're coming to your last stream, you should do a Super Joe where you have Kino Casino, Null, Jaden McNeil, etc., and go over your best moments like Monday Matt, Fuentes, and Bathtub Ross. Well, I thought my last stream was when I did my farewell one. I honestly have not expected to survive this long, if I'm being straight up with you. And no, I don't have any plans on doing a big celebration stream. What kind of fucking stream? No, I don't plan on doing that. From Jeffrey Epstein, apparently still alive. Hey, Jip, long time no see. Not to intrude on your personal life, but weren't you supposed to be moving in with me? It's getting lonely down here. Sorry, Jeff. I'll get to work on that. Again, from Theodore Fieser, the Felted. Ethan Ralph is like the human embodiment of the Waffle House at 3 a.m. Chaotic, greasy, and somehow still open for business. Well, now he's going into rehab, Mexican rehab. I'm not sure how that'll work out, but we'll see. Also, another one. Oh no, that was the same as a duplicate for some reason. It's Forrest. Oh my God, long-time watcher. Here's to good health and continued lulls. P.S. Would this music video be worthy of an outro? It's absolutely awful music video. It's an awful music video that not enough people have seen, and I hope can bring you some joy. Oh, well, I'll take a look. Hey, here's this horrible piece of shit. Would you play it, please? From Kai, I've been listening to your streams while packing pallets of work in my wage cage. Glad you're still up and kicking. I finally bought 2 hats, one for me, one for my best mate. Well, I'm glad you got a hat and a hat's hat. From Theodore Fuser, the Felted again. Hey, Jim, big fan of your streams. Wishing you the best and Jade the best. From Vulcan, to cure yourself of cancer, you must immerse yourself in the frosty piss waters of Lake Crespa and swim with the ancient dolphins from the 70s. Whoa. I'll take it under consideration. From Bald Nuts, enjoy your puppy stew tonight. Wishing you the best. And finally, from Mask, hope this isn't too early to get read. Apparently not, because I've just read it. All right, let me move this out of the way. Hold on, I'll grab the little thing. I got to switch this up real quick so I can pull up the YouTube ones. You know, when I'm reading through these, I'm looking at, the screen off in a specific direction. I always have this subconscious, I have this fear because I am a boomer that I'm going to one day go through super chats like this for like an hour and then realize I've muted myself the entire time. Like I sat there for an entire hour reading these and I was completely muted. And I know eventually that really is going to happen. And it's gonna drive me up a wall. All right, hold on 1 second here while I get this loaded. Sorry, folks. Just one moment. I wish I had I need to get a background music thing, like Jeopardy music maybe, something like that. Okay, I think we're good here. I got the YouTube ones ready to go. From It's. What the hell is that? Oh, okay. I think my wife is cooking. Either my wife is cooking or somebody's attempting to demolish my house with a sledgehammer. One of the two. It's a small girl, literally on the train to DC right now from Florida, hoping all goes smoothly on Monday. Thanks for the stream, sir. USA. Well, I hope you enjoy the inauguration and crazy shit doesn't happen. From Cold Piece, shekels for shrimp. My cunt is itchy. Thank you for the blessed stream. Recovery from a ruptured spleen has never been better. Hope you're doing better, Jimbo. From highly regarded 195 Blowblax. From Logan Rios, I want to rip open one of Blowblax plushies and use the perfect non-binary boy, Gussie, dress him up in a pretty dress with Daddy Keemstar's kisses. Now, you're just making him horny now. From Fat Pop, between you and me, I would love to commit a revolution, but, like, I need to work, you know. Can I just say that NeuroViz is knocking it out of the park with his fucking videos? First off, that was a great parody of TikTok. Secondly, that entire series is fucking amazing. And the fact that he can work in what people are saying right back into it, justice for Jarbo, or I almost said Jarbo. I've never seen somebody, like, and if you look in the descriptions too, I'm talking about, for those that don't know, there's this guy that does these AI videos. If you read through the description, he's using like 20 different fucking programs, but it's remarkable the amount of shit he can get done in such a short amount of time. Like, he's pumping them out, and they're all really good. Some Kind of Taco, make way for Blowblax's 9-inch hog. From Veggie Bad, do game developers really need community managers? Probably not. I see a bunch of people, Some Kind of Taco, You Got Felted, and Bringsguard trying to spell something. We've got an N and there's some G's in there, there's an R, a couple of vowels like E's and I's. Then somebody threw in an R and an F for the hell of it. Loser in a Suit, Hi Augie, welcome to hell. From Dick Jones, Sweetie Squat. Booty Cat, the greatest hat salesman, internet cool guy. Also, have you and Jade watched Apothecary Diaries? It's great. New Rama 1/2 is great too. Apothecary Diaries, was that a no, it's not a manga, it's not a manhwa. What are the Chinese one called? I could have sworn, wasn't that like a Chinese comic? You tell me if I'm thinking of the right one, if you're still in chat. Is this the one about the chick that dies and gets reincarnated, and her father is like kind of distant, and then she ends up like doing medical shit, apothecary stuff? I've got like vague recollections of this, if I'm thinking of the right thing. I didn't know it got turned into like an anime. It's Japanese, somebody said. Then no, I'm thinking of something completely different. I'm thinking of a different thing altogether. It all kind of bleeds together. You read enough of these things and they all bleed together. But no, I haven't watched really anything new lately. From Darius Vestaev, all hail the bottomless plushies. You got felted. Jim, give me 5 numbers between 1 through 70 and 1 number between 1 to 26. This time I'll hit it big. Okay, here you go. You got felted here. Your what would that be? Powerball, Mega Millions? I'm not sure what fucking thing it is. I'm not really a gambler. 5 numbers you said from 1 to 70. So let's see. 32, 14, 7, 44, 58. And then you needed 1 number between 1 and 26. How about 13? There you go. Best of luck. From James Kirk, this past year has shown that YouTube careers are dying faster than a man with literal cancer AIDS. Very true. Wilford Brimley Rabbit, I'm not afraid to keep on living. I'm not afraid to walk the world alone. Honey, if you stay, I'll be forgiven. Nothing you can say can stop me from going home. From Uriah of the House Right, Blowblax is a whole moe that reads twatter. Granda F. Moore Blacksmith. I'm always raped by the time zone, so I'll send some cash instead. Oh, rather, in addition to buying the 8th hat in case I fall asleep. Total Gok Black's death. From Brappy Hour, peace be with you. From CMTR Wizard in real life. Jim, there's a very important VTuber tournament on post that's down to the quarterfinals. Can we get an endorsement for either Shando, Ponko, Marine, or Tenma? I don't know who any of them are. Do you know what I've been watching lately? I listen to audiobook shit, and right now there's like a new little fad that's popping up where they're doing, emergency broadcasts. The problem with those is like when people do like videos on those, they'd always have the annoying sound effect in there. So somebody's doing like radio broadcast during emergencies set in like a kind of a, apocalyptic situation. Those are great. Like Yellowstone blowing up, Ice Age hitting. I love that shit. I love like horror stories, sci-fi stories, audiobooks, shit I can put on in the background and listen to. That's what I've been wasting my time on. Wilford Brimley Rabbit again. Jim, we need you to sing famous last words by Chemical Romance before the cancer AIDS takes you away. Not really looking to. Leather Collar, this is for the goal. From Scar, my girl got a DV change on the first on me for attacking me with a folding chair. From Annie Droid, Buy your hat a sweater so obnoxious Keemstar want to put it on a podcast. From Gifted Monster. Hey, Jim. Did you get the microphone I sent? Also, Purity sent you a Sonichu plushie, I heard. Somebody did send something fucking Sonichu shit to me. We're deciding how to burn it right now so I don't get cursed. And I did have somebody send me a microphone, but I'm using my shitty headset, which you probably can hear right now. From Night01, I need a hat for my hat. From moderator Marcy 2, poor Augie, he came back to find the commentary community waist deep in drama again. I clipped your super chats on my channel. From Sultan, hey there, Jim, Mr. Hat Salesman. I'm severely ill with the flu. Tonight's stream will make the cold sweats and body aches more bearable. Here's $25 reduced to your cancer fund and remission. Thank you for the stream. Well, I hope you get over the flu. It sucks. From Jason Webb, 2 streams in a month. Jim, does this our favorite autistic genius is back? Nope. No, it does not. It just means the medicine's working. I got the good dope. From Eric Checks, I find your content incredibly funny and entertaining as a left-leaning person, especially the videos on the bog hog. Keep it up. I hope you prevail against cancer. Well, thank you. NPC user 1993, did you hear World of Shirts lost his V-card? Yes, I did. Somebody mentioned that he banged a hooker or something. From Rex, happy 2025, Daddy Jim. From Splody Jesus, kiss me, you hat Joe. From Blaybade Warrior, have some Australian dollar reduced to help heal your lazy bones. Love the Otis Need streams. From, let's see, Miracle Chow, let Bowblax speak. Bing Bing Wahoo. From Umbasa Onion, love you, Jim. Love their caller. Buy a sweater with a gold money, Jim, to stay warm. From Nofi, never liked this Blowblax freak. Happy to see the internet dunking on him. From Charles Salmons, don't shut up, just take my money. Every time I think someone has told me about the worst thing to happen, somebody's behind them in line with something worse. Stop having cancer, okay? Thanks. From Ticking Pigeon, hey, Jim, it was my birthday yesterday. Can I get a happy birthday for Paige? Thank you. Looking forward to a year of quality hats. Well, happy birthday, Paige. From Fat Chick Thriller, is it just wrestling, chat? From Bringsgart, hey, Jim, I've been watching you since I was a literal child. I'm 21, drinking a nice Jap beer, and still tuning into my favorite cancer band on long weekends, Sweetie Squad, forever. Well, I hope you're enjoying the beer. From Nesquick, okay, chat, who had a worse sex leaks this month? Blowblax or Destiny? Yeah, that's a good question. Let me think. Who had the worst leak? You know, I mean, there is a video of Destiny giving the world's worst blowjob, which I think pretty much edges Blowblax, kind of edges him out, doesn't it? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you here. I don't think Destiny's ever going to get a date with a dude again after that video leaked. Like, any gay guy watching that video is going to be like, that is some really abysmal blowjob skills. Like, how can you be that bad at sucking on something? Don't you think, like, just natural human ability would lead you to be able to suck a little better than that? It's like he was trying to wrestle it with his teeth. I don't know what Destiny was up to down there. It's just this is very bad. I feel sad for him. So I'm going to have to go with Destiny on that one. That's what I'm going to go with. Somebody in normal chat said Destiny was mostly unaffected. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think his audience cared, to be honest, did they? From Maester Ann. Oh, blessing us with 2 streams in 2 weeks means you're healthier. Sweetie Squad for life. From Gumstick. Jesus loves you, Jimmy. From Kiki with a bunch of numbers. Good evening. I wanted to know if you dressed up as Tape Man this last Halloween and if you've seen the movie Windy City Heat on YouTube about a man who thinks he's a movie star but is being pranked. No, I don't think I've seen Windy City Heat. And no, I've not been Tape Man. Not many years. From Cutie Kahootie, looking forward to the Jim Meme Coin. Let's get this to the moon this year of the Chud 2025. From RickyDoo85, sending on my behalf of my friend Jimmy from Fish Tank, who's a huge fan. He was curious if you've ever heard of the emerging local Cryokeen from the Fish Tank community. Much love to you. No, I don't think I've heard of Cryokeen. It's another thing to look up. Hopefully there's some entertaining shit out there. From Toadster869, that's not true. from let's see, Bling Blong Dinga. The reason why TikTok is getting banned is because the Cabal state doesn't like the Hyperborea and Agartha edits from Mayonnaise people. Nothing to do with the Lemon Emperor of his nation. From Chaos Incorporated, a penny's all I got, Daddy Jim. Let's fucking go. Felt it, etc. From Michael Sambo, what's wrong with people, Jim? I don't know. It's just something in the water. From Make Station Wagons Great, have you ever gotten a YouTube play button? No, I never requested one. They gave me the opportunity, I think, when I hit 100,000, is it? But I never asked for it. Shadow Humor, Bowblax is a liberal. From Tama, shout out to the Shemi if you want a QA-oriented image. It's the best one. From Evil Bunny, here's a couple Benjamins. I believe I read that one. There's one from Devastator, but there's no message attached. From Wrath, what is your opinion on the obvious and blatant desire to ban TikTok just because the Jewish cabal cannot control the content? I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning was for wanting to ban TikTok. Was it that just it was Chinese, or it was state owned by the Chinese, or... Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't use any of this shit. The most social media I get into is fucking Twitter. I've never got into like TikTok or Instagram or any of that shit. Which probably shows because I've been enjoying the fuck out of all these bizarre people that seem to mostly originate on TikTok. You know, so like Topekachu, White Bowser, people like that. I don't think they're really like YouTubers. They're not on Twitter and shit. So it makes me wonder like how many, like how fertile are the lands of TikTok for really bizarre people? I'm going to guess pretty amazing. From Xenogears and NRU, we'll always be thankful that you recommended Lunar to me years ago. Never would have dived into PS1's JRPG library. From Sokotan Soldier, what's going on? Did he do something bad? From Lassiel, why is it all the guys who leak their private photos all have the smallest dicks? The censoring is awful. I don't know. I don't know what compels them. From Caveman, quote unquote, allegedly. From Mask of the Dragon, bought 2 hats. Do you read Ko-Fi's sent before streams? Well, no, but I try to read them at the end with everything else. From Sly Maverick, thanks for another banger stream, Jim. Tactical Orc. Jim, did you see that Wild Jeff stream where he alludes to potentially having extensive knowledge of consuming human flesh and bones? Pretty sure they can't find his wife because he ate her. Are you fucking with me? Let me ask. Please, people in chat, is that true? Did JF Garapi do a stream where he talked about consuming human flesh? Where would I even look for this? I know his wife disappeared and the police were looking for her. And he said he dropped her off in the woods. And then there was a video of him cleaning the house in like hazmat uniform. Did he do a fucking stream about eating people? What is that? Hex Marino 89, yes. From Zarian, yes. He actually did a fucking stream talking about eating humans. He mashed the potato a little too hard and decided to dip her in some butter and finish her off. There's no... somebody saying Kino Casino Clips has it covered. They've got it clipped. Yeah, I have to watch that. I was unaware of that. I'll be honest with you. If Jeff did he actually do it? Oh, man. Yeah, but what would he have done with her bones? Right? Like, he could eat all the meat, but he'd still have a human, like, skeleton to get rid of. He grind it up and snort the calcium every day for a vitamin supplement? Like, what is he doing with it? What is this guy up to? God, I haven't really paid attention to JF in forever. Now he's talking about eating people? Somebody in chat, quote unquote, I ate my wife, JF. Just JF things. Oh, yeah, I'll have to watch that. I'm sorry. I was unaware of this. So, Tactical Orc, I am going to go watch this now. From Edgy Breaks, Jim, have you heard of the Gunacide? No, I've not. From Abyss Warrior, playing some Cashapp Crashers, watching a stream. This is going to be a good night for me in Sweetistan. Hope you enjoy your rest of the evening after the stream, Jimbo. Thanks for the content. Thank you. From Shelbturd, a Topekachu looks like the Grinch. Shadow Humor, School of Waste. Get your hands dirty and join the trade. You know, I'll be honest with you. You probably make good money in the trades. When I found out what people who go into like engineering and stuff and the amount of time you need to put in to get like a degree, this is specific, but like a 2-year degree, an engineer's degree, and the kind of job you can get with that, and the amount of money you have to pay to get that degree compared to going in for like a 4-year and getting something, it fucking blew my mind. If I had like a time machine to go back in time, I would have done like engineering of some sort. Like the money you can make after you establish yourself, and that is fucking crazy. And I know like plumbers and electricians make fucking great money too. I think I don't know, man. This economy's so fucky. I it feels like how they used to say learn how to code. It's gonna get in a trade is where it's gonna go, and it's gonna get like overwhelmed by people trying to get in. Jake Downey, what the hell, Jim? I don't see you for a month, and you put Topekachu on without any sort of warning. Goatsy wasn't this bad. From Devastator, I got a little sticker there. Edwin Smith, my sister went through a bad divorce in 23. Your streams kept me sane. Thanks, Jim. Oh wait, are you saying you got divorced, Edwin? Are you saying you divorced your sister? Did I misread this? My sister went through a bad divorce in 2023. Your streams kept me saying thanks. My sister went through a bad divorce. Oh, it's just kind of the way you worded that made it sound like you're saying I divorced my sister, and it was it was a bit dramatic. It was a little tough. From Caveman, Waipupu done season day light bulbs. Very true. Gifted Monster. It was me that just sent you the Sonichu plushie, Jim. Hope it didn't curse you. From DT Dubs. Hey, Dad. Wanted to know if you could ever get a Wings 2.0 full person stream. I mean, I've talked about Wings before when he did some funny shit. I don't know what there's to talk about anymore. I mean, he kind of just does Low Call Live, doesn't he? From Matt Aquino. Hey, Jim, have you watched, let me see, have you watched a YouTube channel called Put a Girl On? Oh, no, I read this one before. Yeah, we talked about ventrilo harassment. No, but I will check that out. See, I've got a couple things to check out. This, as well as apparently GF eating and consuming human flesh. I guess I missed that. From Scott Jackson, Ugly Sonic. From Mikkel Mansbridge, great to catch the show, but what the hell is this tub girl level disgusting? Welcome to the internet. Veggie Pat. Jim Diet Plan, turn on a Jim stream and watch the segments on Andrew Ditch and Topekachu while eating. Thanks, Jim. From Ubasa Onion. Oh, the camera's on. From Brandon Lee's scenario, Trump says he will imprison one of the freaks you've covered your entire streaming career, minus the dentist. Who would you choose? Well, let's see. Some of the really bad ones are actually like bait. He's already in prison. Let's see who else. Amos Yee, I believe, is still in jail or at least deported. Who would I want imprisoned? I think Ross is like in an asylum. So like a lot of the bad ones that jump to mind right away are kind of already thrown away. Who would I put in behind bars if I could lock him up? And not the dentist, you said. I don't know. Nothing. I'd have to think about it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd have to think about it because, like I said, the really terrible ones have already kind of naturally found their way into custody. From Filthy Gaijin, clean it up, Janny. From Sponge Strangler, Topekachu looks like a mix between Ian Miles Chung and the original animated Frodo from Lords of the Ring. A little bit. From Patrick Bateman, Tofia is a Starfield NPC. That is actually fairly accurate. From Lillian, been a long time fan and glad you finally caught you live. Love you, Jim. Thanks for teaching me to laugh at the bad shit in the world. From Guitar Gemini, we love you, Jim. I'm proud to be a brand new Bobby boy. Buy a hat for your hat's hat. If any chuds want to learn guitar, I'm going to be teaching everything I learned from Cyrax on the channel. Topekachu is Abu, by the way. Oh, so that wasn't dead on. Okay, all right. No Rama Rama then. From DSP Historical Society Average Everyday Basketball American Cow. From Wolf Niev, we sure this is not a guy? It's a good question. From Dawnbreaker Drake, hey Jim, hope your health is doing better. Always. Also, are you going to talk about Bowblax's secret throbbing horsecock account? Well, we did cover it actually, or at least a couple of tweets from it. From Alan Smithy, I'd like to give a shout out to my fellow Keto bros. We need to watch Jim together behind the ramen shop. Okido-san Dai Shori. From Big Swingin' Rich, made 15 seconds of fame versus Topeka's lifetime of shame and type 2 diabetes. From Lime, here's some money for turtle wax to polish your shell, Jim. Please stay alive longer than Ralph. He doesn't have long. Well, we'll see how it goes in rehab. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? From DSP Historical Society with, what is it with the knockoff Mickey Mouse art on the wall? I don't know. From Josh Sketch Show, God bless Jim. I hope you and Jade are doing well. If you ever want more local stuff, check out Boscher Studios 254's Mega Rage in the Thomas the Tank Engine community. Screamed at his mother and slapped his own head on a video. Okay, well, you won me over. If somebody's in a train community and is having rage attacks, I have to see this. From Nibirius, Blackbeard from One Piece.
Sleep paralysis. A gremlin. Gotta respect the Michael Roden painting on the wall. From Stephen Rochford. You found the female Ralphamale. From Stephen again. Pickard hits 2. Electric Boogaloo. Timothy Reaper. I used to work at a hotel, and this is bringing back memories. We had a spike in filthy, inconsiderate people when COVID bucks started up. From Astron Mullock. Jim, what was the name of the rap video you showed way back? The one with the black guy rapping about mech warriors and the genophage. Let me see if I can find the link here. One second. I don't know the actual, hold on. Okay. So it's what you're looking for. It's up on YouTube on the account Moon Crickets. It's Moon Crickets Rap Apocalypse, produced by DJ Merciless. Looks like the video we watched back in the day was the one I'm thinking of is 53,000 views 4 years ago. It's all 9 minutes of glory. That's exactly what you're looking for. I'm pretty sure that's the one you're talking about. But there was a lot of weird shit. From Deem. Thought I missed a stream work for, oh no, but that one been a bit wild. Thank you again. I will use it to save up for my next turtle shell. Richard Gruber. I got a bit of a sniffle, so I know how you feel. Sick nerds, rise up. From Zach, thanks for all the laughs. Favorite of all time was the Tale of Bohegan stream. Whatever happened to him? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure his grandmother forced his ass to get a job. From Merlo Williams, glad to see you still kicking, boss. In addition to the 3 names you mentioned last stream, add Nick Nobody and Club Doom to the list. Sweeties, rise up and have a happy inauguration. From Tama, have a party at soygem.party. From Toxic Gecko, hey Jim, can you call my brother-in-law Adrian a Togoff? And have you seen the videos of people starting fights in Costco over Pokemon cards? An elderly black man took an elbow to the head for it. No, but there is there's a large, a weirdly large, I should say, community of people that play Yu-Gi-Oh, the like trading card game, and for whatever reason, I don't know, like if you look at like the demographic breakdown, for some reason, like fighting game community, it's like a huge amount of black dudes, and in the Yu-Gi-Oh card community, it's like a huge amount of black dudes. I don't know what's with that. Now I haven't seen that as far as Pokemon go, and I haven't seen a lot of elderly men taking elbows to the heads. But there you go. As far as what is this, Adrian? You want me to call Adrian a faggot? I don't know. I'll probably get spanked for that. Somebody in chat. Jim needs an intern to read all the chats. True. Sleep paralysis. Gremlin. Buy a turtle shell for your hat. Here's 100. Daddy Jim. True Black says the example of why bullying should be legalized. It's Better God 99. Always love the Lolcow streams, Jim. I can't wait for the inauguration stream on Monday. From Tim Longley. Happy New Year, Weatherman. Hope 2025 is good to you, or at least frustratingly uneventful. Thanks so much for the years of fun and laughs. From the Clam Slam, here's for the shit show. Thank you very much. All right, let me see here. You're right. It is a lot to read, but that's fine. I am going to take one more small break and grab another drink. We're about, I'd say, 60% through reading all the super chats on YouTube. I went through Ko-Fi and Cash App already. So let me grab one more drink here so my throat doesn't die on me, and we'll work our way through the rest of them, and then call it an evening. Chat, try to find a good outro song. I know one guy super chatted earlier and said he had one, but he also said it was shit. So I don't know how good that's going to be. I don't know if I can jump to one that's pure shit. From Lord Ant-Man, one more in case I miss Monday. Well, thank you very much. All right, let me see here. What could be a good? Just throw on. Don't want to just do break. Hey, I'm gonna just play my merch commercial because I'm a whore. I'm a dirty whore. All right. All right, where is it? I just lost track of it. Okay, 5-minute break. I'll come back, read the rest of the super chats, and then we'll call it a night. By buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, got to use that USA dollars to do it. Where are you going to do that, you ask? Well, you don't really ask, but I'm going to show you anyway. Fuck you. I'm going to show you anyway. Oh, look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Wear it around town. It looks fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat.
look at those hats. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. Wear it around town and it's fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. When I'm sad, pay me. It's the only cure, really. When you're very sad, you need to pay me money. You gotta buy my fucking hats. All right, that's the only way you're gonna teach these communists their fucking place. These lemon-loving motherfuckers. It's by buying a goddamn American capitalist hat. Oh, gotta use that USA dollars to do it. Buy a hat for your hat. Quality fucking hats, ladies and gentlemen. Buy a hat for your hat. Wear it around town and it's fancy. Buy a hat for your hat. I love America too much. Love the red, white, blue. Love my apple pie and baseball. Sometimes I just look at the Statue of Liberty. It's so goddamn beautiful. Oh, that is good stuff. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. Buy a hat for your hat. You know what? Buy a hat for your hat. To sell you beautiful fucking hats. We all love Jim's hats. Let me move a little bit. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Had to get a drink. My throat's kind of dying on me here. I'm gonna go through about 10 more minutes of these. I'm gonna try to hit as many as I can. If I miss yours, I am sorry. I try to read as many of the messages as I can. Usually, I'm fairly good about it, but sometimes there are a lot of them split up, and it's just it's a bit difficult. From Called an Ear, already got hats for my hat. Have you some dollars for your dollars? DSP Historical Society. Bobby cranking one out with his gawk over and over again to the stream. Potentially. Potentially. Let me pause there for a second. Devil Narwhal. Why does Blowblax kind of look like Nick Bates? Remember him? Yes, I do. From Bringsgart, we need the Tit Beast hat Jimbo. I don't know if like 10 people are gonna get that. They're gonna understand the reference. Nobody else is gonna understand that. From Big Papa, just got my first merch ever, and it was one of your hats. I'm basically your age, too old to buy merch, but alas, miss you, my man. Chud Buds, rise up. From YouTube Warbler, who should I contact to make a Bloby body pillow? I already have art of him in an Amy Rose dress. I just need the distributor so I can mog on the man-she-he Down syndrome. I don't know if there's like a company that makes. God, there probably is, isn't there? There's probably a company out there that does make like YouTuber, streamer, Twitch body pillows of people. God, that's disturbing to think about, but I bet it exists. I bet you somebody's making crazy money off it too. From UCMGTWO clan, live from the planet Kraz in the Alstrad sector. Helldivers are fighting Illuminate voterless who are infected with a woke mind virus. From Hedge, I got my black girlfriend to wear the Moon Crickets hoodie I bought. She looks good in your merch. From Scaffman3, Happy New Year, Jimbo. Wishing you nothing but the best. Large Chicken Monster, I wore your hat while I was hiking. Another hiker thanked me for my service. I corrected him, but this can happen. It's hip to wear soap. People funded a Bobby, but not an ER plushie. Sick world. I thought didn't he? I thought he hit his goal. I'm fairly certain he didn't he? Nice to lizards. Love you, Jim. God bless. From Ryan C. Are you really lying about mental illness if you're a troon? Fair point. Nice to lizards. Read that one. Tyrone 9000. Josh bullied a cute trans girl named Larissa. From the Space Cowboy 33. Any chance of putting a wide brim hat on the store to save my neck from the Australian sun? They limit me in the availability of the sort of hats they have. From Stephen Rocheford. Oh God, Jim, my eyes are burning. Epic Yoshi funny stuff, but seriously, about those eggs, Jimbo.
From you know, let me pull that picture up. I think people, it's like a forgotten piece of internet, but you know, it's nothing too extreme, but it's memorable. It's very memorable. You know, the haha Yoshi egg shit.
Fuck my parents aren't proud of me.
Okay, no, that played another audio clip over it. I forgot I had that auto cued. Sorry about that. Just my parents aren't proud of me. That fits. I'll be honest, it fits with the Yoshi thing too. So it's not too far off. From Finn Frog 3, Menon Nightgown from Bubblegum Gun. Goodbye Horses plays Would You Fuck Me? I'd Fuck Me. Very true. That would have fitted very nicely. From Sucker Punk Projects, are you sure this isn't just Nick Bates returning to the internet? Yes, I am sure on that. From Devastator, this is Internet Gold. Yo Boy Fargoth, Bobby's Keem fetish, call that autonomophilia. A nice one. Cyber Taz, wouldn't it be interesting? I've read that one. Pat Sarah Grimmonson, I drank Febreze tonight, Jim, unlike all you fucking faggots. From Shelby, been watching you for years, but it's my first time catching a full stream. Hope the new year treats you well, 07. Well, thank you. Let's see. The Linden Hour, this year just started. From Boss Tiger, hope you're feeling well, Jimbo. Is it true you've already pre-ordered the Switch 2 for the possibility of a new Animal Crossing? Listen, I thought the Switch was pretty damn good. It's got a pretty extensive library, especially compared to the competitors. And if the Switch 2 is, like it looks to be, fully backward compatible, there's not some weird gimmicky shit involved with that, I think the Switch 2 will probably be a great fucking console. You know, you've got the entire Switch library and then whatever Switch 2's got. I mean, that's kind of what Nintendo did with, what was it, the DS and 3DS, wasn't it? And then the DS and the Game Boy Advance before that, where you'd have the library of the previous generation with the newer one. They're kind of doing that with the hybrid console now. As far as like the mouse control thing, I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but we'll see if it's actually good or if it's like gimmicky shit. Who knows? Who knows which way it's going to go? From Lee Street, who's the guy that put his face on the alarm clock? That would be Helsing. From M Towers, to the bestest of the boomers, thank you for all the streams over the years. Can't wait for 2025. Wishing you the best. Terrence Nicholson. Hey, Jim, been a huge fan for a long time. Thank you for the years of laughs. I wanted to ask you, did you ever watch Horror Shorts Party, Wansi, MJV, or SSG animations? I'm curious if you've seen my work. I don't know. You'd have to tell me what the actual animations were. I could tell you more by like subject of what I would watch than by the channel itself. I'm fucking terrible at remembering names of shit. If you've watched me over the years, I mean, I'm the guy that called hyperbole hyperbole for like 3 years. Wilfred Brimley Rabbit, Jim Singh, Famous Last Words by MCR. Jake Aaron 747. Thanks for all the vids and streams over the years, Jim. Well, thank you. Chaos and Control. Pretty sure Bobby is gooning his sad little clitty, as Josh Moon said to the stream of you shitting on him. From Pinky Lover, this is a test super chat. Blowblax is a weird You know, maybe like I don't know if I could get it done in time for inauguration, but I will try to throw up a tit beast ad for like a day. And if somebody actually wants one, more power to you. But I really, it's such a specific fucking thing. I really don't think people are going to fucking want them. That's just me. That's my guess. All right, let's see here. What would be a good outro song? Something a little newer. Let's see. I know what we can play. It's very short. I'm sorry that this is going to be very short. It's only like, it's under 2 minutes. But it's a banger. Let me put out a little farewell thing here. Let me do like, have a great weekend. This would be very weird to see a clip of this. There's Yoshi picture, have a great weekend, and then the song playing as the outro. Oh, you know, before I do that though, because there's still, let's see, 5,100 people watching. How do I do the referral thing? Let me see if I can. Is there like a stream we can send everybody to? Who's live right now? It's just a bunch of news shit. That are like lo-fi music. I don't know if sending you to lo-fi or like fucking CNN is gonna cut it. Oh, that's fine. It doesn't have to be every time. I'll figure out something for the next one. Let me do this as the outro song. Again, so Monday I will do a inauguration stream. If you can check it out, check it out. If I miss your super chat, I'm sorry. Like I said, I try to get to them all, but my throat is dying on me here. Otherwise, just keep your eyes peeled. We'll see how the adventures of Blowblax go and where it takes us. But here's your outro song. I hope I hope you all. Oh wait, I better make sure the audio is working on this. There we go. I hope you all enjoy it.
I got the rap. If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you got some joy, 99 problems, but a bitch ain't my whole ass home. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the cat patrol. Those that wanna make sure that my casket's closed. The year's 94 and my trunk is raw. In my rear view is the motherfucking law. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. For you, son. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99, oh. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. With holes in your Zappa toast, well, you'd celebrate the minute you was having dough. I'm from rags to riches, man, and I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you got some joy, 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.